Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. I'm back in the home studio, back in my element, back ready to go, ready to bang on them to the upside. Mixer is weird. Step off the side, left man, walk through. The man walk through. Step off to the side, let the man walk through. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And it's funny, I get this weird, something up with my mixer, man. Quote of the day, when unhappy, I'll have to pop up the chat here and keep it in the front. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, calling yourself Crypto Lifers and being a part of the live stream. Fun fact, a positron is speculated to be an electron that travels back in time as an electron. A quantum physicist speculates all electrons could be the same electron. I've talked about that. The one electron theory, that every electron is the same electron moving at the speed of light. All time exists at the same time. Everything is happening exactly at the same time. Time is simply just a concept of the human mind. Time really doesn't even exist. If you can wrap your head around that, you can become a better trader, because then you can realize that all time frames are the same, the 1 minute down to the weekly, down to the monthly, and you can kind of juxtapose the positional strength of the charts in your favor if you don't let time bend your brain. Heck, if that just went over your head, I understand. You can sit down and get tutored by Danny. He'll teach you about electrons and protons. We collapse the wavicle. Yes, exactly. It's either a wave or an electron. Once you look at the wave, it becomes an electron, the particle. So insane. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And, Lisk, only thing up today, 20%, 50 gainers, 60 losers. That already tells you what type of day it is right off the bat. Let's take a look at Biddy Bitcoin. If you're in my trading group, this morning we woke up and I said we were right here, making the right possible shoulder here of a head and shoulder. Not saying, to me it doesn't look like a strong head and shoulder, but I just proposed the idea. But what I did say is I suggested that we would go down to the downside here. Hold on 1 second. Let me even pause this music for a second. I got to make sure the audio is good. I just proposed the idea. But what I did say to the downside here. Hold on. Check. Pause this music for a second. I got to make sure the audio is good. I just proposed the idea. All right, it is. It's just funny because it's telling me it's peaking here. See this? This is why there's something wrong with Streamlabs OBS. Telling me I'm peaking into the red. If I was peaking into the red, that would be a horrible, horrible signal. However, I know I'm not peaking into the red. But then what it also does is it mixes the music channel into the mic auxiliary channel through the Rodecaster Pro. Wondering if I really would like it into the desktop audio. That's usually how it gets routed, but not the case. So I can actually bring it down here on my mixer. I'm controlling it. I know there's a better way to do this if anyone wants to help me out here. But I feel like the audio should be louder. Interesting. is what it is. All right, let's move forward. Perfect. Crypto Cash, my man. Oh, could you hold on 1 second? 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, everybody. 1 second. Hey, where's the throw? So check it out, Crypto Cash, my man, all the way from Tahoe. He sent the family a package. We got home from our trip, and this package is waiting for us. Unbelievable. Look at this. This is made of alpaca. Oh, my God, it's so soft. So clean, so fresh. Look at this. Also a beautiful, beautiful purple robe. This thing is soft as anything. Nice for the kids. Great gift. He also gave us a kiwi and another little stuffed animal. I can't even remember. A kiwi and three stuffed animals. And also a beautiful, beautiful, like, long shell. So shout out to Crypto Cash. If you want to check him out, check out his place, Alpaca, right? I should get it. Tahoe, Alpaca. I should know it now. I don't remember. Tahoe Alpaca. I believe this is him. Yeah, this is him right here. TAHOEalpaca.com. Check him out. Look, there's the lion. There's the stuffed animals. Oh, yeah, he gave me a little bunny. He gave me a little bunny that's, like, wearing a little coat. That's what it is. But check them out, man. These are his awesome products. He sent them here to the house. These are amazing. Unbelievable. I just want to talk about these real quick. I know it's a little off topic, but man, I'm all about fresh, organic products. I mean, these are from beautiful alpaca fur, and this stuff is amazing. 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 Can he sit here during the live? Can he just hang out? Yeah. He hangs out right there. Like, we got the kiwi, right? We got the bunny. And this, I mean, look at this robe, this purple. This is like a beautiful throw. You can sleep on the couch or hang out. I mean, oh my gosh, all this stuff is amazing. I just want to say, Crypto Cash, man, you're the best, dude. Look at me and all my crazy little animals. Summer, you're the best. Thank you so much.
No, you can leave him for the line.
Okay, he's here. Can he sit on the mic, maybe? He can sit on the mic for most of the day. All right, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get it moving back into Bitcoin. Fair trade agreement, all organic. Check it out, baby. Thank you very much, Crypto Cash. You're the man, dude. That was so nice of you. So nice of you. Check them out, everybody, at Tahoe Alpaca. Tahoe Alpaca when you get the chance. Check them out at Tahoe Alpaca whenever you get the chance. You can order, send it right to your house. This stuff is amazing. Really high quality, really nice. You know I don't mess with any low quality stuff. This is all high end, man. High end, really nice. All right, we're going to put the lemon into the water like we do every day. Lemon into the water and get that lemon water going. You know, you get to Airbnbs, you start traveling, you get away from your morning routine. We were drinking water, though, on the show every single day. Mountain Valley, baby. A moment of silence. Transcendex, my man. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin now. So Bitcoin, possible shoulder, head and a shoulder. That's possible. We have to take that into account. Also, if you don't even look at it as a head and shoulder, and you look at it like a bear flag, a bear rectangle, highly likely we break down to the downside here, all right? All the way down, measured move would take you to 39K, all right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we see 39.5, 39,000, right? Kind of a rounded top, even though, because we jettison out of it, but you can still see it's a kind of a rounded top. Let me show you what I mean here, all right? Just want to point it out. I mean, we did poke out of it, but you can still see it. It's got the feelings of a rounded top. Rounded tops are bearish. Rounded bottoms pay the bills, and that's how it works. So take a look. So there's your measured move down to 39K. I wouldn't be surprised right now. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour also is kind of spent and pointing to the downside. Wants to roll over. Your saving grace right now is that the 15-minute will bounce you back up to the top of the pattern, like will bounce back up here. If you're in my trading group earlier this morning, you got an update. The update basically told you to watch Bitcoin dump to the downside. Like, it was pretty simple. You know, that we were going to see Bitcoin roll over, highly likely to the downside. 8:43 a.m., I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, you know. So shout out to anyone that looked into that, everyone that watched the update this morning. Appreciate each and every one of you. Mana, please, on the large time frames, Jedi M. Thank you so much. Cake at a cup and handle possible. And yesterday was crazy. Me and Ben, they had me at 21. Ben was at 21. I wasn't even trying to go to head. If Ben, if you're out there, I love you, man. I just want to be. I'm always, you know, you know, I never want to get on Ben's bad side. You never want to get on, like, the show host bad side, right? And I was just saying that I believe, you know, I don't know. I just thought, you guys can tell me how you thought it looked, but I hope it was, like, amiable and everything looked cool, man, you know. Super big deal, too. They gave me a big offer yesterday, which was huge. I got an email from them. There's talks of me being on the day show on the morning time frame, if you can believe that. So Crypto Lifer, man, we're going to be able to hopefully get onto the day slot, their morning show, their prime time morning slot. I'm super excited. Thank you so much to the BitBoy team. You guys are unbelievable. Hasn't been completely solidified yet, but it's in the works. It's in the works. You did awesome and kept cool. Scrappy Gams. Thank you, man. They didn't like TRX, man. I know, right? It could be an inverted cup and handle. I see what you're saying. See what my man just said? Is this a possible inverted cup and handle? See, you get your cup here. See that? You flip it upside down, it is possibly an inverted cup and handle. Spot on, my man. I like how you saw that. And the idea that it could go up here to the measured move, which would bring you down to 37,900. All right? So that's also the bigger length of the pole. That's a possibility. You know? You got your small target, you got the bigger target is the whole length of the pole down to 37,800. So right now, at this present moment, I am bearish on Bitcoin at the very moment. All right? Let's see. The 15-minute wants to bounce off the bottom of this trend. So let's see if the 50-minute can give us good graces like it did here, it did there, and it did there. We're trying to make a move for the 15-minute. Look at a smaller time frame. Are you really oversold too? You want to see that? Not too strong, you know. 4-hour, the good thing is the 4-hour is in our favor. It does want to reverse back to the upside. We could hold that as a 4-hour high or low. There's your low. There's a 4-hour high or low in retrospect, you know. I'm going to delete all this work because it's messy. I'm going to get rid of the moving averages for a second. I just want to make it nice and clean. What do we see here, everybody? Like, let's focus. Let's build. Let me show you how to build a chart from beginning to end. First thing you want to do is you're going to want to go to like a weekly or a 2-week chart right off the bat. You want to look at it. You want to see it. You want to see your ranges, right? And you can see, okay, we got a high here. We got a low there. So we're range bound. And then we have some deals here and there. And you can see this is basically your weekly support and resistance, right? In a nutshell, right? We bounce strongly off 35,800. 36K is very strong support for whatever reason, right? And then we have 32,000, right? Which is even lower here. Let's go to, right there, about 31,005, 31,006. And then, of course, the 30K lows, 28,000, 30K lows, all right? So, and then the macro high, right? And that's kind of, you're in chop. Bitcoin's in this zone until it's not. In my opinion, I don't see it getting any lower than this. And there's some reasons why. If you stay tuned towards the end of the show, I'm going to show you what I showed the inner circle last night on the weekly screen share. I'm going to show you what I showed the inner circle last night on the weekly screen share that may just get you going, may get you excited. Also, we have to get the likes up to a certain level. We got the likes of 122, 189 viewers. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. All the way up, baby. All the way up. Let's get it moving. Let's get it moving. Everyone, it's funny. People start to leave crypto. They think because crypto's slumping, they're going to end up missing the greatest opportunities of their lives, the cheapest prices, the best. Some new project's going to come out that nobody knows about. We're going to be all over it. 100 exit. Nobody knows when that project's coming. Nobody knows where or how. But if we stay in the grind, if we stay in this industry, if we stay on point, if we don't take a day off and we're always on point and focused, we will find the gems. I'm telling you, we will find the gems. However, if you do not, if you decide to just let it go to the wayside, you may miss out on some big gains. Also, you may see, if you're new and you just jumped on in, what is this lion right here? This is from TAHOE ALPACA. TAHOE ALPACA sent me this really soft, beautiful lion. Really, really nice. Love seeing this little lion, man. It's really nice. Day, baby. Day. Oh, man, that's awesome of Crypto Cash. Too cool. Those are the best opportunities when fear is in the market. Listen to the lifers. Shout out to Crypto Muser in the house. I love you, brother. Hope all is well out there in Naples, Florida. I hope you can get a chance to link up with Rodney Robinson. Hang out with him. Let me know, man. Let me know. Around the blockchain yesterday was classic. Yesterday with the Tron chart. LOL. I know. It was crazy. I was just, you know what's crazy? It's like being a meteorologist. Like a guy comes up, he tells you it's going to rain, and people throw tomatoes at him. It's like, he's not trying to tell you that it's going to be a bad day. He's just trying to tell you what the weather is. Like, whenever I show people a chart, they think it's my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, Forrest was on some other show the other day, Forrest from Token Metrics, and like, but it is funny, man. My name is ringing bells around the online. Like, so many people have said my name now. Crypto Lifer, Crypto Lifer, Crypto Lifer, you know, Crypto Lifer. And even when I'm on the show, 10 people tend to say what Lifer said, what Lifer said, what Lifer said, oh, what Lifer said. it tends to be kind of something they want to do. I've noticed that. So they're like, hey, what Lifer said over here? You know, what Lifer said. It's interesting to me. Yeah, it's funny, right? What's the word? Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. Hit me up, man. Let's hang out. Fort DeSoto this weekend for sure. Again, wow, a double. Roar, Lifer, Lion. Love you, homie. Lifer, Cypher tomorrow or Sunday. Let's get it in tomorrow, man. Selling all my hauler ride today. Taking a loss, but have huge plans. Not financial advice here. Hey, man, as long as you're going to move that to something else, that may end up being the token that you need. All right? All right, let's look at the weekly. And let's show you something that's forming on the weekly that I haven't talked about yet because I haven't seen it. I just saw it right now. Possible inverted head and shoulder on the weekly time frame. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Possible inverted head and shoulder on the weekly time frame. All right? For sure. I asked for house music, instrumental house music, and then they give me like non-instrumental music. This works. This works for me. You know? Find similar. And then they never give you the similar. They do a bad job. Their algorithm is, you know. Love you, homie. Live or Cypher tomorrow or Sunday. Yeah. You're the king of the jungle now. Crypto Cash, man. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much. 138 likes, 209 viewers on the live. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Still the vacation week. I know some people are not back in their home jam. They're still out or they're on vacation. But so what I'm liking Bitcoin to is to not break this bottom trend line. It's pretty simple on the weekly. We break this, you'll see me change to bearish. We'll probably start shorting. The market will change a little bit. You know, they could wick us down too, as long as we don't get a weekly close below this trend line. All right, so that's a big deal. We get a weekly close below this trend line. I will change my tune slightly as to what is going down. All right. Also, the 21 just crossed below the 50. Not the best idea, but we needed tightness in the moving averages, and we're starting to get the tightness. Another thing is the lowest the price usually can go is the 200-day moving average. 24K is really our bottom for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. Even if we wick down, we'd spend a little bit of time below there, and we usually come back up. So it's very unlikely we go lower than that. But again, let me show you the bigger chart, BTCUSD index, the all-time history index. This is the best place to be looking at something of this nature. So again, I mean, in my humble opinion, everybody is freaking out, and I just play the patterns the way they're supposed to be played. That's a bullish pattern, in my humble opinion. You know, it's basically an ascending triangle, kind of bear. It's a bullish ascending triangle. It is a 50-50 pattern, but like we hold that position. Bitcoin rips to about 53. Wait. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Bitcoin rips to about $57,900. Right. So, you know, actually, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on one second. Like, this is like, hold on. What's going on here? Am I in logarithmic? I'm about to say. I was about to say I must be in log. Right? Sorry about that. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking sense. Now I got to redo this. But this is what I'm seeing. And not many people are zooming out. They're all freaking out, but I don't think they're zooming out. You know, and there are some bearish things. There's some Gaussian channels. There's some other things. I watch Crypto Crew University. But honestly, just because, you know, I saw a couple of things he said, but, you know, I don't buy everything he says either. Like, that's $112,000 Bitcoin. Now, I remember back in the day, all right, on my channel, we were sitting here, right? We were sitting here, and we were on my live stream together, and I'm doing this. And there was a lot of bearishness. Look, like, we can even compare these moments in time. Let me go to the weekly too there. And look, the weekly was extremely overbought. All right, look at that. Weekly was where we are now, like in a high place. He actually was turning down there, and that was just a slight. We're kind of right there. See that? Bitcoin did a huge pump out of that. And we're doing that right now. We're doing a slight pullback with Bitcoin pulling back on the weekly. All right, and all I did when everyone else was just crazy, I just forgot about human emotion, forgot about the whole rest of the world, and I became a bot with no emotions. And I just said, measured move, $25,000. And if you go back to my live streams, I'm calling it $25,000 Bitcoin over and over and over again. I became, you know, right. People were like, wow. It wasn't even about me being right. It was about the TA playing out, respect the technical analysis. Please don't fight the TA. Too many people fight the TA. Yesterday in the show, they were trying to fight the TA. I can't wait to go back on that show in 2 months from now, right, at one point, and show that TR and be like, guys, remember when you clown me on TRX? It's going to be fun. It's all fun and games. Like, I actually love Rice. Go check out Rice TV. I love Crypto Blood. Once you're on a show with someone like that for a while, you begin to feel like a love for them. Like me for anything. And so, like, I got love for DZ. I got love for Ben Armstrong of BitBoy. I got love for Crypto Blood. I got love for Stash, Rice TV, everyone that I shared the screen with. We have little conversations before the show, too. We get to know each other a little bit. And what a blessing to be a part of that. I just want to say, BitBoy, to your team, just really a blessing. Thank you for bringing me into the family of crypto. Very nice of you guys. Very, very nice of you. I'm always so appreciative and blessed every time I get on that show because I know it's such a good look, and it's just an amazing thing. So again, look, we were looking at Bitcoin doing its thing and banging on them, right? And making its way all the way up on the weekly chart, like to 25K. And lo and behold, we did that. Look at look, let's just show this too. Let's just show this. How the weekly can reset with minimal damage. I mean, yes, we were at 11,900 and we went to a low of like 98,000, 10,000. So that's a $2,000 drop on the weekly candle. And that took for the weekly to reset all the way to the downside. And it was just a retest and we were gone. Gone, baby, gone, if you ever saw the movie. So just something to think about, all right, when everyone's screaming that we're high, we're bearish here on the weekly, all right? Remember, we were right there. It looked just like that right here. We were curving down. We looked very similar to where we are here. So just, I know I'm blowing some hopium, but I'm just saying. I'm also just giving you the solid TA. You did not break this trend line. Like, you have nothing to worry about until this trend line breaks. You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all. In my humble opinion, like, this is the pattern, actually. We broke out. We broke back into it. They just faked us out. Faked us back in, gearing up for a bigger move, right? And there's the first measured move, but the whole length of the pole really is where you're going to go if you want to do Elliott wave, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, right? Even though I don't do Elliott wave, and I think it's kind of, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything about it. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all is what my mother used to say, and I think that's what I should do. I love Elliott wave traders. They're the best. So look, $93,000 Bitcoin, all right? One more failure up to break out, and that's the last shoulder, and 24K comes. Tony Stokes. Lakes are legit. Super Chat, GRT, ALCX, the TA of number of coins and market cap. Phantom, Sand, larger time frames. Bro, Sam, this is really just the beginning of things to come for you. I've already seen how far you will go, my friend, and it's limitless. Thank you for being such an inspiration. Thank you, Roddy. I appreciate you, man. You're the man, dude, for saying that. I appreciate you. You never know where you're going to go and where life's going to take you. My little lion, what do you think, man? I would never have this lion, though, right, from this beautiful people over at TAHOE ALPACA sending me this made out of beautiful alpaca fur. Really, really nice of them. Bro, that's some huge news for lifer community. When you step back and look at all the days you didn't take off that got you there. You're a motivator, inspirator, and the best trader. The hash puppy, man. You're the man, dude. All the RSI have basically reset and could rock for a recovery. Phantom or Matic to $5 first. I still pick Matic. I think Phantom will easily get to $5 before Matic. I really do. I do. Because it has a smaller market cap. And that's my basis point for it. And not too, fresh snow in Tahoe this morning. That's amazing, Tony. Sam rules, man. Shout out to Lister333. Love you all. Thank you for being here. 154 likes, 250 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. We're going to get to all the super chats. I appreciate it. I've already envisioned it. You are on your way to the top, my friend. I am blessed along with everyone else who has had the pleasure of meeting you. Life changer you are, Sam. Nah, come on, man. I feel like I don't deserve such nice words, man. Very nice of you. Very nice of you. Make me blush. I'll be buying Bitcoin today, my man. I buy Bitcoin all the time. I just gobble it up whenever I get a chance. Anything below 40K and 30K now. If I can get below 30K, oh my gosh, what a blessing. So we're just looking at the weekly here, and I like what I'm seeing. And as long as this trend line holds, I am bullish on Bitcoin. I did long this area. Let's talk about the daily now. All right. Actually encompasses the daily chart. We can actually just kind of I can shrink this down a little bit. And you can actually see how that's the same trend line that's been forming there on the daily. But the daily is holding this shape, and that's a symmetrical triangle. That does break down 50% of the time, breaks up 50% of the time. It's a 50-50 ball. 50-50 ball, right? You take the length of this, the length of the base of the triangle, and you swing it to the outside, and that's where you're basically highly likely going to go. 61,545 is the measured move, all right? You can right-click this too and do a nice little clone here. Flick it back down to the downside. And look, this is like what every day YouTube does this weird thing where like around this time, they just bring the show down. I don't know why. They just like do this. But we're going to win. Look, 222-566. And at the beginning of the stream, we had $6.66 with 66 likes. I don't know if you guys saw that. 6666666. I believe 666 is not devil, though. It means sun, sun, sun. Rah, rah, rah. People wanted you to think it meant the devil, but it does not. Go back in history, look at your numerology. You will find out that 666 is actually not a devilish symbol. It's actually a good symbol. But again, you can figure that out on your own and go your own way with it. But 666 means sun, sun, sun. Watch this. This is crazy. I mean, this is rah-rah, right? But angel number 666 meeting, the hidden truth, sunsigns.org. When people hear about, see the 66, they get scared and afraid. This number is usually associated with Satan in the end times. However, you're going to know most things have been blinded to you. You don't know the truth. I'm here to bring you the truth every single day, everybody, whether it's in cryptocurrency, finances, you name it. I'm here to bring you the truth every single day. I will not lie to you. I will not lie to you. And I found a lot of things to be true in my crazy life that most people do not know. So check it out. Bitcoin in this tight channel and getting tighter, right? I'm daily getting overbought with a bearish sign to the downside. I don't like that, right? We're going to have to watch that closely. But again, it's all about the trend line. It's all about this trend line. As long as this trend line holds, then we have nothing to worry about, everybody. We have nothing to worry about. It is looking, if I had to give you a probability, it's more likely we break down. Why? Because the daily's pointing down here. However, we have the hidden bullish divergence pulling the rabbit out the hat at the last second. What is hidden bullish divergence? What is divergence? You have a swing up. This is your swing low. Price comes up again, comes down to another swing low. When you connect the dots on these two swing lows, you get an uptrend forming, right? You get an uptrend forming. When you do the same connected dots on the same swing lows in the RSI, you get a downtrend forming. That is an indication that price action will rise back to the upside. You also have falling volume with falling price right now, suggesting that you're losing the seller volume. Sellers are losing. Eventually, you're going to lose. Where are the sellers going to go if they're not around? More people are holding Bitcoin in their wallets than ever before. Why? How? You know what I'm saying? There's more just stable Bitcoin holding than ever before in the history of Bitcoin. In my humble opinion, how is that? So who's selling Bitcoin off? Again, I see the lowest Bitcoin going, and I'm going to show you if we can get the likes up to 300 today. 300 likes. If we get the likes up to 300, we get the viewers. Guys, if you get the likes up, you get more viewers here. You make the show pop. The show was popping. We had 500 people in the live every day. Let's get it moving. I know it is just it probably is the week, the Easter week, but come on, everybody, let's get it moving. 254 likes, 176. We got 80 people still just afraid of that like button. If you're in your car, pull over for a split second, hit that like button. If you're jogging, I get it. My man goes for a jog every day. Stop for a split second. You can even jog in place. Take out that phone, hit the like button. If you're on your phone, you might have to flip out the comment section. It's kind of in the way. Or flip your phone vertical, hit the like button, flip your phone back, and you're ready to go, right? If you're a farmer on the farm, like my man Farmer D, if you're an unpaid mechanic, like my man Unpaid Mechanic, wipe your hands off of that, of whatever you're doing, and hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. So, I'm here every single day without a day off. This is show number 451 without a day off. And we're planning to go over, I don't know how many years straight without the show ever taking a day off, but we're banging on them. And we're here for you every single day of the week. And that's why the trading group is amazing too, because we present to you the information you need every single day. Constant Bitcoin updates at your fingertips, ready to go. And then altcoin setups and all sorts of interesting ideas. We'll give you research and more. Also have an elite set of charters that chart for me throughout the day and for themselves, really, for the group. They do an amazing job. Shout out to all my charters, Stack McChange, my man Danny, my man Rainier. Appreciate you, K-Dub, and Kevin Calderon. Man, all my peoples out there, thank you so much for throwing down. Beautiful charts, beautiful ideas, always giving it to us straight. Really, really appreciate that. And that's around the world. You got people in Japan, people in South Africa. So my trading group is 24/7 there for you. Also, we teach you about DeFi, MetaMask, everything. Other trading groups like, we're just a trading group. And we're not a signals group. We don't fire signals at you. We don't tell you what to buy or sell ever. We're an educational group ready to give it to you exactly how you need it. And there's a love there. The Discord's just amazing. We just rebuilt this Discord literally from the ground up, and we migrated the entire trading group over to Discord. Unbelievable, automated, at your fingertips. You got my Elite for Life charts, which is, you have the Elite Lifer charts, which is all the other lifers that make beautiful charts. Look at this, falling wedge, daily RSI, all this awesome information to learn from. Then you have my lifer charts and videos. I'm giving you video updates. Look, I've been up since 7:52 in the morning, giving updates, part 1 and 2, breaking it down. The 99 group where you can just chart ideas, talk about everything you're going through, whatever struggles are hitting you, and people are there to help you. Then we have the learning library where you can ask any question you want. There's videos that I've posted to help you get on your way, tutorials, information. There's a Fibonacci class, 40 minutes long. There's divergences, how to use long and short the market, what is a cup and handle. It's ready to go, how to use 3 commas and more. Ready to at your fingertips. Jump on in today. You will love it for 99 bucks. Link is in the description below. All right. Link is in the description below. And everyone, when I trade, I use 3 commas. I just want to make it very, very clear. When I trade, I use 3 commas. All right. When I trade, I use 3 commas. Let me pin and start using 3 commas today, everybody. Start using 3 commas today. Hit the link. Automate your trading. Get everything you need. I'm going to actually pin this message here. I pinned the message to the top. Check out 3 commas today, right? If you use the link, my link, I'll give you a 50% bonus for the year. A 50% bonus for the year. You can't get that anywhere else. Use my link in the description below. Also in the pinned section of the messages. I love the people at 3 commas. Beautiful team. I've only affiliated with a few companies. 3 commas is a company that I have. I absolutely love them. Beautiful people, beautiful, awesome automated system. Look at this. This is my entire portfolio. You can hit your dashboard. You can see all your money automated. You can see how much you've made in ETH, how much you made in BTC, and how much you've made in the dollar, right? Look, the key is up another 59% again today. Look, Car Vertical, Aurora, some coins still banging on them. Fear up a little bit, not too much. Kyber Network keeps banging on them. But look, this is amazing. You hit Smart Trade. You can do all sorts of automated trades right here in the Smart Trade window. You have a Smart Trade stop loss even, and look at this. Look, Trade Terminal, signals. You hit signals. These are signals from other trading, people that they have in their group, giving you signals, talking about what's hot, what's not in the market. If you turn on the signals right there, they come in right there. Look, LPT, buy, I have to use my own signals, but there are some things to look at. Like let's take a look at LPT USDT and see what they like about it. But I absolutely love 3 commas. Love 3 commas. Just wanted to talk about that. Had a meeting with them today. Wanted to go over that idea. Love 3 commas. Hit the link in the description or the pinned message if you want a 50% discount for the year. I mean, that's better than than anything else they offer. So jump on in and get it. We have a lot of super chats. We have GRT, ALCX, TA, number of coins, and market cap. Phantom, Sand, and larger time frames for GMT. 3 commas is a game changer, man. I'm signing up for the class right now. Link, please. I'm not near my laptop. The link will be below the video, my man. The link will be below the video right here. Tutoring. If you want to sign up for the class right here, here is the link to my appointee. Jump on in, and we have the the classes that you need right there, ready to go. All right, let's get back into the charts. I don't mind plugging myself, but it's my job. I got to do it. But I much rather have fun playing in the charts. UMA event starting soon. That's interesting. Thank you for saying that, Bully Bear. We'll take a look at UMA. Maybe because of the event, it might get supercharged here. So the daily, we have to watch out now. The daily does want to move to the downside. Can we get a fake out? We're hoping for a fake out. We're hoping for something like this and just to flip back up. And the daily fakes us out. Something like that happened there or right like there. Little mini fake out is what we hope for the daily stochastics RSI. Let's double click on the RSI and show you what I'm saying, the stochastics. So that's a bearish cross if we zoom in on that, all right? Oh, I got a new zoom in button. Remember I used to zoom in? You guys remember at the beginning of the show, I used to zoom in? I created a nice zoom in button. Let's see how that works here, right? So look, one thing I used to do was I used to forget to zoom back out, and then people would be like, Sam, we can't see you for the rest of the show. It was awesome. I've done it all. Back to brass tacks, baby. So that is a bearish cross there on the daily stochastics RSI, for sure. For sure, without a doubt. What we want to see is we want to see this round out and bounce. So this continues down, all right? That's what, we want to see this round up and bounce to the upside. Again, why? How could that happen? Well, the 4 hour. 4 hour does show signs of reversal. So because the 4 hour wants to reverse, could get us back where we want to go, you know? Man, let me zoom on out there and get me and the Tiger back in action. Shout out to the Tiger, man. Love you, buddy. What if I could just put him, like, as my face? Like, stuff him in my coat? And you just be like, who, what? Like, shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. You know, it's been a long day. I've been trading, you know, I've been grooming my hair and running, you know, my pride, been taking care of my pride, getting everything ready. It's been a beautiful time, you know. All right, you got to have fun with life. If you don't have fun, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh with? You can't laugh with yourself. Anyway, 39.9, right? 39K starting to show signs of a downfall. Like, let's take a look at what we're seeing here. Smaller time frame, remember? And again, we went over this idea. I mean, this was a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time, right? So right off the bat, you knew this was coming down, right? We wicked, and now we're actually filling the wick again. Makes sense to me, right? We even talked about the smaller time frame, and today we went over that. It looked like we were going to roll over, right? We went over this. So we can't all say, oh, we didn't know we were going to roll over. We didn't see it happening. I mean, we're in this bear flag, right? As we talked about at the beginning of the show, and we're breaking down now. Pretty simple. And there's your measured move to about 39,100, all right? And you even have some more momentum down there. Let me delete these wacky. You are getting oversold. Can you get the bounce back into the channel? So that's what we're hoping. And they've just been messing with leverage traders. If you're leverage trading right now, you're getting rocked and rolled. Like, it's been probably one of the worst times to leverage trade for anybody in any symbol, in any asset in the world. I mean, it's horrible. They're rocking and rolling everybody. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. But again, look how this rising wedge broke to the downside. All you need to know is your TA. And then that's a bear flag that's going to break to the downside. Like, don't recreate the wheel. You know what I'm saying? And then your stochastics are overbought and telling you that you're done. So, like, these things are simple. Very simple. Like, 15-minute readings are simple. Make support and resistance. All right? Look, that's a bit of an M pattern. See it? It's an M. It's a slanted M, right? If you flip it upside down, you might double bottom that, right? And also, honestly, you would make that a bullish pattern like this. It's kind of a bullish ascending triangle, so that makes it a descending triangle. Descending triangles are bearish. They break to the downside. Measured move is 39,100. So, you know. 1 hour still has room to go. Like, it ain't done yet. So it's likely we come all the way down to the bottom of the pattern here. So I'd watch the trades right now. I'd watch the alts, you know. I also suggested that this was kind of an M pattern, even though it was hard to see. And it's a bit of a stretch, but to me, that was an M. It really was. And then the measured move is down there. I mean, it's like, we went over this in my trading school. And if you take my course, every Tuesday I have a beginner's course, a technical analysis beginner's course. You could trade any market in the world with it too. It's not just crypto, even though it's like a crypto beginner's course. Jump on in. I absolutely love the high leverage scalping personally. Yeah, good for you, man. Let's see if you'll be here in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Humongous H and S on the 2 year. But seriously, next halving in 2024, right? On the you're on a 2 year chart. I absolutely love high leverage scalping personally. It's funny, man. Bitcoin course, April 26, Tuesday, 3 p.m. Last Saturday of every month, 9 a.m. Learn TA in the language of the patterns. 2 hours that are life-changing. Email cryptolifers@gmail to pay in cryptocurrency or pay in PayPal. If you want to jump on into those courses, they'll really blow your mind. Like, you would have seen this today and know exactly what to do with the market. You wouldn't have freaked out. You would have been able to play this falling wedge to the downside, made some money in the short. We talked about the short. We'll take a look at it in a second. Probably highly likely to pump again. So, like, more downside. I suggest more downside until the 1 hour decides it's cooked and starts to round off, right? At that point, we'll be oversold in the 1 hour and the 4 hour. And, you know, what we want to see is you just want to make sure this 4 hour keeps a higher low. That's really all that matters, all right? Keeps a higher low. But this is getting ugly for sure. And it's very ugly pattern. Like, it's chop. It's nasty chop to trade. Some of the hardest chop to trade, in my humble opinion, is this right here. Because you got no direction, you know? And that's why people are getting bored. What is they basically make the spot market a little boring, so people feel like they have to leverage trade. So they kind of force the leverage traders to go there, and then they go get you. You know, if you're patient like me, you just wait it out with your tether. You make good enough gains when there's big gains coming, and then you wait it out, you know? Still an idea that this is a shoulder, that's a head, and that's a right shoulder too that could break on out, right? And also, like, this is a pattern now that formed, in my humble opinion. Kind of weird, but this is like something we're seeing. Okay. It's ugly, but it, you know. It's another rising wedge, though, that could break down again. Just keeps making rising wedges that want to break to the downside. Not healthy market structure at all, I'll tell you that. It's also to the point where it's something I have to watch this to see like where it wants to go. You know, Bitcoin's been indecisive. It's been very indecisive, but that's why we go to that bigger time frame, to that daily and that long trend line and that weekly trend line. And honestly, it's like if that holds, we're okay. If it doesn't, then we have some trouble. And that's it is what it is. All right. I'm ready. Are you ready for 27K? Are you ready for 25K? I think anything is possible. If we get up to 300 likes, everybody, 300 likes, keep it moving. Can we talk about Apple not allowing trading on 3Commas app? What do you mean? Apple not allowing trading on, is that real? I don't think so. 3Commas app works on my phone. Come on, peeps. If you haven't hit the like button, take a moment and do it. 3Commas just suspended use on Apple products due to Apple. No. Are you serious? That's no good because I use my phone all the time doing that. Really? Now I have to get like an iPad of some other type. 3Commas just suspended use on Apple products due to Apple. Interesting. This is some new news to me. Let's take a look. I don't know where you're getting the news. Tell me where you got the news. If you could send in a link maybe to the 99. Buy it up, lifers. 40K by Saturday at the month's close. We will have to use the mobile version. It says now only paper trading. Tread softly. Roro. Yeah, just one click truly helps your lifer community and helps others find the lifer knowledge. Can you do ACH? We'll take a look at all the super chats in a second. It works fine on my iPhone. Bitcoin is the biggest threat to the dollar as the world reserve currency. Just try and log in from your phone. I never do that. It's like a whole thing. So crazy. See, I didn't have the password logged in and it logged me out. I did realize that it logged me out and I'm never logged out. I'll look at it later on today and I'll give you guys an update in the trading group. We'll see what that's all about. Can we get the likes all the way up to the watchers? We did 240 likes. I want to get to 300 likes. I want to show you guys a logarithmic chart that's going to blow your mind. Something that I figured out in the last few days too that's really, really interesting. I use the desktop version because it allows you to make changes on an open trade. Exactly. App Store revenue guidelines currently do not allow trading features on our iOS app for live exchanges. So we temporarily have to disable some functions. Interesting. It's still available through your paper trading account. We apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you for being with us. And that's San Hodl. San is a man from 3Commas. App Store revenue guidelines currently do not allow trading features on our iOS app for live exchanges. So we temporarily have to disable some functions. So weird, man. Hi, bro. Can you look at the JSMY chart? Thanks, bro. Zachariah. We'll take a look at that, Zachariah. Thank you so much for the £5. Much appreciated to you and yours, man. It's very nice of you throwing down like that. Very, very nice of you. £5, bro. £5, man. We got a lot of super chats coming at me here. GRT, ALCX, right? TA COINSMARKET, Phantom, Sandin, Mana, GMT, and JSMY. Nah, man. I'm just helping with the news. Just a lifer. Okay, cool. I don't know. Wasn't sure. You never know. You never know, right? Also, everybody, go to SANDWICH.FINANCE. This is the best place, all right? Let me show you all markets for FTX. They have every market you need. I do this every day. They update it daily. So you can get all the newest coins on KuCoin right into your trading view immediately. BTC pairs, ETH pairs, all markets, and USDT pairs. SANDWICH.FINANCE. Check them out. They did not pay me for this. I don't know who made it, but whoever made it, I actually want to make a site just like this and put more pairs up. I want to compete with them. Rainier, I was going to ask you if we could get this coded, and we could code something like this, right? It's not that hard, right? and then stay up to date with the lists, update it, you know, pretty interesting. I think it's a good model for, we could sell advertising on the site once we get it running, and no one else is really doing it but them. I think it's something we should definitely look into, my man. So here's a possible channel that's developed now. It's the best I can come up with for the wacky price action, but rising wedges break down 6 to 8% of the time, and we did break to the downside, right? However, the 4-hour is telling us, hey, I'm spent. Enough is enough. I would like to make a move back to the upside here. I also am making a higher low. So it's still a higher low, and if we look at where we've been, we're still making our move slowly to the upside. We're grinding our way. So I'm going to forget about the nasty daily right now, and I'm going to focus more on the fact that the 4-hour, because even if the daily was nasty, all right, the 4-hour more than likely, because I've seen this and I've played these probabilities in my favor. I've looked at the daily and the 4-hour, and I've juxtaposed them together over and over again many, many times over the years. Okay, so I have this long bank of knowledge on the stochastics RSI. All right, that's really what people pay for. Like, anyone can draw lines. It's my long bank of knowledge here. I've seen a lot of stuff in the markets every single day, pounding the markets. I mean, you're going to see a lot, right? You're going to learn so much if you come into this market every single day of your life. Saturday, Sunday, Easter, Thanksgiving, you know, freaking All Saints Day, right? Halloween, you name it. I was there, baby. St. Patrick's Day, right? You name it, I was there. So moving back to the upside on the 4-hour, I've seen the 4-hour just do damage. So it's right now, we just got to look at it that it's a falling wedge on the 4-hour. This is how you take emotions out of it. Instead of being like, oh, Bitcoin's dumping, red candle, no, panic, sell! You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to just take a deep breath and be like, all right, this is a falling wedge, man. Falling wedges break up 6 to 8% of the time. And do I have to Sammy cup and handy it? It's crazy, right? I don't even want to go there. It's kind of a cup and handle. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. We got the crowd back. We got the crowd back. Yeah, the live. Anyway, so there was a bit of a cup there, right? We'll see what happens with that. But that's a falling wedge. It could break up 68% of the time, right? 68% of the time, falling wedge does break to the upside. So we'll see. We shall see. And we're low on the stochastics. We'll see if the 1-hour can end the pain, baby. We got a little bit of divergence forming here because, look, this is a flat swing up on the RSI. Let's double-click that and show you the RSI in depth. And if we were to take this swing low to that swing low, that's a very ugly RSI, too. Like, look at that. It's an M on the RSI. It hasn't even reached the dotted line yet. It says we could get one lasty blah. 39,000. 40K was also a psychological level, right? But in that slanted to the downside, that slanted flat, that's bullish divergence. It really is. Can we flip here on the 1-hour? Can the 1-hour say enough is enough? I'm going to start to turn on us. So what we want to see, let's double check the RSI now. I like this going full-blown screen mode, right? Then we can even zoom in there for you. Just give you the clarity. So what we want to see, personally, is almost, you see that we actually have some support and resistance lines here on the RSI. We'd like to see this line hold. See how we bounce there? We bounce there. We'd like to see a bounce here. I've never done this before, but honestly, it's funny, right? I'd like to see a bounce here. You know, I want to see the 1-hour start to round out. I want the 15-minute to bang. You know, it's so low, that's going to start turning up. That's a nice double bottom on the 15. Okay? On the stochastics RSI. Sorry, I misspoke there. So 1-hour, I'd like to see it curve. If not, it could give us more downside. So this is kind of the line in the sand we're at, is the trend line that I just drew. All right, let's back us out of here and zoom out now. But this is what we're looking at, all right? And so we're looking at this bigger trend line that I just kind of slapped us in. It's an upward channel. It's not healthy. It doesn't look great. It could even end up to the downside when it's all said and done. So we even bounce up, go sideways again, and then end up down here. The daily suggests that we do end up back down again, 38,400, because the daily's looming. So this is what I'm looking at, and I'm sticking to it for most of the day. This is my prediction, my projection for the day for BTC. All right. Let me move those Stokes back into place there. Okay. And open this up a little bit. I don't look at the MACD as much as I look at other time frames and stuff. Also, I mean, look at, you had bearish divvy there. You had swing up to swing up and swing down to swing down on the RSI. See that? Bearish divergence, drop to the downside with a rising wedge, and you were high on the stochastics. I mean, that was an easy short for most of the market. Anyway, Now if you go back the other way, now you're in the rising wedge that breaks down 60% of the time. It's the same scenario. That's why I flip things upside down a lot. It really gives you perspective. Really gives you a bit of perspective. All right. One thing that's scary though, look at inside of that. And I just saw this. I didn't see it until now. There's a shoulder, head and shoulder there. That's kind of scary. And that has a nasty measured move to the downside. And beginners are like, well, what do? You got a falling wedge that breaks up. You have a head and shoulder that breaks up. Well, that's when you look at support and resistance and the stochastics RSI. And when you don't break a previous high and the Stokes turn on you, it doesn't matter how many shapes you're drawing or what you're looking at. That's a rollover. You know what I'm saying? So as long as, that's why I keep patterns in the back of my pocket. I know my patterns. They're a great toolkit for me. I also know my stochastics RSI, and I've back tested it for the last 4 to 5 years, and I know how it plays out. I watch how it moves. It gives me great indications if it can't break previous resistance and it starts to roll. It's a very simple trading style, which I use. I also use moving averages when you're far away from them. Like right now, we're far away from the 200. It's likely we snap back to it. It's not, usually the price action doesn't like to drop too far away. 4 hour also is bearish if you're below the 200, and we're right. Look, we got rejected again by the 200-day moving average. To me, that's bear city. Once we got above it, it was bullish, but no bull run can start until price action gets above the 200 on the 4 hour time frame. So as long as we are below the 200-day moving average on the 4 hour, I am a bear. I am bearish, right? I did show you not to, basically we need to accomplish the feat of getting above it and staying above it for a long period of time. We've had golden cross right there, and then we had a bearish cross. So it just didn't work out. Same scenario for the daily. Like you have to get above the 200-day moving average. What I do like to see is my trading style talks about when the moving averages get tight, when I like to enter tight, when they're getting tight here. They're getting close. And when they get close, that's a suggestive move to the upside. So if I forget anything else but my trading style, which tells me to start to get into Bitcoin whenever these moving averages get close, I start to scale in. They were close here, I scaled in. They got really tight right there, you could scale in. Positional strength. All three of those places, we're starting to see it again. I do not scale in when the 21 and the 200 are far apart. Bad idea. 200 and 21 are far apart. Bad idea. 200 and the 21 are far apart. Bad idea. Also, price action will be far away from the 21-day moving average. That will suggest price action will dump on you. All right? Welcome home, bro. What's BOOKMAP looking like? Shout out to Ace PR, man. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. Beautiful people over at BOOKMAP. All right. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let's get into the super chats now. GRT, ALCX, right? We spent like an hour on Bitcoin, but we had to. I feel like it was just, there's a lot of information coming at us. There's a lot going on. BOOKMAP, 315 viewers, 215 likes. We got the viewers banging on them to the upside. I like it. Everybody, if we get the likes up to 350 likes, I'm going to show you a logarithmic chart. It's going to show us whether we're going to enter a bear market or not. I'm telling you, I know when we're going to enter a bear market or not. I have the key to the bear market, and I'm telling you, I can look at the camera dead in the face and know my channel will survive with me saying this. I do believe I have the indicator that will show us when the bear market actually begins or whether we will enter a real. I am bearish when we're below the 200. I am bearish, but I'm not saying we're entering a prolonged. We're in a bear correction. I'll say that right now. We are in a correction. Anyone who thinks we're not in a correction needs to get their eyes checked. Like, okay? Anyone who thinks we're still in a great bull run needs to get their head checked as well. Like, I'm not a moon boy. I want to make it really clear because I think lately, with my appearances on different shows, people have like a different idea of who I am or what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They take one thing I say out of context and I'm the 7K guy, or I'm the moon boy to 100K or something. I want to make it clear that I'm a trader every single day, and I always say I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. I do not. I use the probabilities of indicators to teach me and show me where the price of Bitcoin will be going, all right? The market is insane right now. I'll tell you, the buys and sells are out of control. But right now, they are dropping the price to Bitcoin down, 39,500. We're getting that move to the downside as suggested here on my chart, even, at the beginning of the channel here. Let's zoom into the smaller time frames to stay intact, all right? So we've gone over the weekly and the 2-week chart, all right? 2-week chart looks bullish. Weekly chart looks bearish, but I did show you that the chart looked just like that before a massive move to the upside 3 weeks later for Bitcoin. So I just got to point that out, all right? So we've taken care of that, like the worry when everyone's worrying about like what's going to happen and what, you know, because we've showed you the bigger time frames, and, you know, and again, and if we breach, and I showed you that big long trend line on the weekly, and if we breach that trend line on the weekly, we're going to have an issue, right? Let me show it again if someone's new here, because someone might be just jumping in, right? This is the trend line here that we can't break on the weekly. See it? We can't. We break that, it's going to be a different story. There's a bump and run there, meaning usually you'll leave it, you'll bump it, and then you'll run down to the downside. So we don't want the bump and run on this diagonal resistance and support line, okay? Let's get back into brass tacks. All right. So, look, this is a falling wedge, all right? We talked about where Bitcoin's at. We talked about how the 1 hour did have more room to go to the downside. We were hoping it could curl. Will it? Let me get rid of this, all of my squigglies. Whenever I'm trying to describe something, I leave the squigglies. So the 1 hour did push down a little more. See that? Can it begin to round now as the 50-minute is very, very, very oversold? And now you have bullish divergence for sure, right? Forming. Without a doubt. Let's look at just the price action for a second here. We're in the midst of a dump. You know what I'm saying? How did you know price action was going to dump? Well, like we showed you, it was in a bear flag, right? Measured move was here. We started the live stream with this just in case you didn't know, you know. And then it even has a bigger pole if it wants to go. And we suggest we'll go down to 39,250, 39,100 area, even 39K on a wick, you know. We're filling this wick now that we kind of went in. We're filling that wick in, you know, which makes sense. So descending triangle as well that we talked about. Descending triangles break down 68% of the time. So there you have it. What we're hoping for is no lower than 39K and a bounce back to the upside. So that's what we're looking at right now. And, you know, these are actually good times. Why? Because now we can find out the strong coins. Remember, like, we actually have a really good time. Now it's time to get into the rest of the world market. So Bitcoin could head down even more. Let's hope it kind of we're hoping that the 50-minute can halt this dump here. We can get an inverted head and shoulder. This is what we want. We're hoping we can kind of dig our way out of this like this. But there's no guarantee at all. But that's just, you know, that's the beginning projection. The beginning projection, all right? If we take a look at Bookmap here, what they did is there was a fat line of liquidity, what they snatched down there, see? And there was a buy at 39,500. They didn't get it all, but they got a lot of it. And then they ran the price right off of that. Look at that. I mean, it's crazy. See that big red bar? Bounced the price right off of it. V-shaped recovery. So you can see the market maker kind of going at that low liquidity level, grabbing it up, and then bringing it back up to the upside. Let's see if there's any big sell orders or buy orders hanging out at certain price action. Let's see what we see here. So we still have a big buy there at 39K. 505 Bitcoin. Yeah, 548 Bitcoins. I mean, that's a fat order right there. This is cumulative perp. This is on Bybit futures, Binance futures, Bybit, and OKX. This is a cumulative Bookmap data. So, and we're seeing that. We're seeing that big order there at 39,000. I mean, wow. So it kind of what it says is that we shouldn't go any lower than that. We should get a bounce there, right? That should be the bounce, and the 4 hour would make sense. That in the 1 hour, we'd be oversold in the 1 hour and the 4 hours. So I am expecting a bounce for Bitcoin. But then are there any big sell orders? Usually there's some big sell orders looming. I don't see that right now. It's quite interesting. I like to look at also just the orders here on Coinbase. Any big orders there? They got an order here at 40,300. They got a big order up there at 41,000. So that's like a bigger order there up at 41K. They may gravitate the price back up there, but that looks like it could be a rejection point as well. This is Bookmap data, the beautiful people at Bookmap. I have a link to Bookmap, another company that I like to affiliate with. You can only get the discounts through my link, so jump on in. If you like seeing the volume, these nodes are volume nodes. These are buy and sell orders based on the order book, right? You can see where possible liquidity may be grabbed up. It's not the actual liquidity, it's the possibility of liquidity. It's like, hey, I'd like to sell here, I'd like to buy here. But it's large whale orders, and you can see them on the order book. Now, they do spoofing. They can put an order here, and they can take it away, so you can't judge it 110%. But look at that. Bitcoin back up to 40K. Unbelievable, right? That was just a liquidity grab, and you can see it live here on Bookmap. You can see their red bar where they had their liquidity. You can see dip down right in there. Now it's likely they're going to bring us up here to some level here, 40,600, somewhere into these 40,006. See all the sell orders right there? That's where they're parked for the sells. So it's likely they bring themselves up for the nice sell, and that you can just watch them grab and sell liquidity right there on Bookmap. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So V-shaped recovery is what we just saw there on BOOKMAP, and now you're seeing it here on a candle. Not as exciting as through BOOKMAP, right? Not half as exciting. Could you please look at Quant, double bottom forming, and NAKA, please, as well. Keith Canone. Thank you so much, Keith. Appreciate you, brother. Rodney Robinson, a.k.a. the real dad bod. Oh, no. I just purchased a Samsung tablet. Did they say anything about Android? I don't think so. I don't think so. I do not think so. I think you're all set with a tablet. Seems like I got to get one now, too. So ridiculous. Meter Governance token still banging on them. Honestly, up from our initial entry. Look at this. We talked about Meter down here, right? And honestly, this is a coin that's just continuing to be in it's in an uptrend regardless of Bitcoin. Regardless of Bitcoin, this thing's in an uptrend. So look at this. Would you look at that? Meter Governance token. Just continuing to plow away there. Unbelievable. And look at that. I mean, a bit of a channel, upward channel. Heading back down, though, and not making a lower low, making a higher low. This thing is bullish to me. Quite interesting. Right now, it's only Apple. So whack, man. What is going on with Apple? Like, what are they doing, man? It looks like Bitcoin 3S is inverted on the 1 hour. It may be. It may be. It may be. Jupe getting a little bit of a bounce. This TKY, the key, was the big mover yesterday. Coming back down on the 1 hour. Look at it. It's kind of getting ready. Look at this. It's in a falling wedge here on the 1 hour. It's interesting. Bitcoin may be getting a bounce not too long from now, too. And that's what I was talking about as I so rudely interrupted myself. Take a look at all the coins here on CoinMarketCap, right? And then when Bitcoin dips, it's pretty simple. You just hit this and you look for what's hot, right? And like right now, AMP is hot for whatever reason. Kyber Network is hot. STEPN is hot. Pax Dollar. Now, we found STEPN the last time the same way. And we started trading it because the whole market dumped, but this coin didn't. It was like it stayed up 10%. And I said, maybe we should start trading it. Right now, there's only 3 hot coins, AMP, Kyber Network, and STEPN. What it tells you is these might be hot to trade for the next few days, for a week or so. And that's an easy way to kind of see where there's strength in the market. And it's not, you know, it's almost like it's so easy to do and right in front of you that people don't do it. A lot of trading secrets and kind of things that could really help you, people don't do because they think they're just too easy to do, but they're right there in front of you. Right there in front of you. It's insane, right? All right, let's run it up. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. What is it doing? Down another 472 points. And, you know, wow. And look, we got rejected. And look, this was a rising wedge. Break down 68% of the time, and the stochastics were overbought. That's all. You're going to come back down into the pattern. No worries. So you breached out, you're breaking back out into the pattern. As long as the Dow doesn't break 33,800, we're okay. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news, everybody. Everyone doesn't realize, they think it's the news and then the charts react. I'm telling you, man, the charts have this uncanny ability to teach you what the news is going to do. All right? To teach you what the news is going to say and do. Funny, they got this narrative now with what they've been trying to write. It's just so funny. People know what's going on. Like, we don't even have to talk about it. The spirit of the people is winning, man. People get it. People are hearing each other again. People are listening. People are and staring at each other in the face. People are making connections. It's real life again. You know what I'm saying? This is how you take over a group of people. You silence them in any way, shape, or form. That's how you do it. That's how all tyranny has started throughout history. And so the more we talk, the more we engage with each other, the more we love each other, the more we use the word love. I love all Biden supporters. That hurt, but I love them all. I love all Trump supporters. That hurt. I love all supporters of either side. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what you did in life. If you're willing to say, you know what? I love all people, and I want to make a change in this world. If that's what your crux is, then you're on the lifer train. Come on in. We love you. You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't even bring up either word, but I just want everyone to know we love everybody here, and we don't pick sides. We pick sides of freedom. That's the only side we pick, freedom and love. If you like freedom and you like love, if you don't like holding somebody down, if you watch a video of somebody being held down against their will and that makes you upset, then you're a lifer. If you feel like if you ever saw a bully somebody and it makes you upset, you're a lifer. If you ever decided to make a change because you saw someone in your neighborhood that didn't have something and you started a drive or you went to your local church or you did whatever it took to get that person what they needed, you're a lifer, you know? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. So look, rising wedges break down 68% of the time. I had the rising wedge drawn, you know, and we were high on the stochastics on both the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Highly likely we're going to get a break to the downside. However, look, the 1 hour is now oversold, and that's telling you that we should get a bounce back to the upside. It could just be a fair V-shaped recovery. Honestly, they hear the news, and why is this happening, everybody? It's the basis points of the Fed. That's all. It's just the Fed's basis point, you know? And I got the Fed meetings for you here, too, just so everybody knows. You can see the days these things are going to happen. April 27th to the 28th, we're going to have another Fed meeting, press conference. There's going to be minutes. June 15th to the 16th, we're going to see some minutes. July 27th to 28th, we'll see some minutes. September 21st, November 2 through 3rd, and December 14th through the 15th, right? Actually, so sorry. Those are here's the 21 meeting. Sorry. Yeah, March 15th through the 16th. May 3rd through the 4th, June 15th through the 16th, July, all right? So our next big meeting is May 3rd through the 4th. They may give another basis point hike. I'm telling you right now, this is only going to bode well for Bitcoin in the long term. Because think about it. The wallets keep going up for Bitcoin. Think about it logically. It makes perfect sense. The wallets keep going up for Bitcoin. Do the wallets keep going up for stocks? Let's compare how many people are holding a stock to how many people are holding Bitcoin. They don't hodl stock market. They don't hodl the stocks like they hodl Bitcoin. They just do not. They don't do it. It never happens, everybody. It never happens. So remember, like, we're going to the moon. Like, we are going to the moon. And the worse this gets, the better it gets for Bitcoin. All right? So don't stress. Like, just know that it's okay. Like, the lowest we go is a wick to 15 to 16K. And I know, I want to make like, I need like a bad sound effect for that. People are like, ugh. But that's the lowest we go, you know, 15, 16,000 on a wick. And honestly, if we get the likes up to 350 likes today, I'm going to show you a logarithmic chart. And I'm going to be able to show you how we're going to either enter or stay out of a bear market. Isn't that right, my line guy?
Yeah. You know, I've been practicing all my...
Hey, man, I should have been a ventriloquist. Do you think I could have done it?
Yeah, you could have been a ventriloquist. I think you could have held it off pretty good. Yeah, and the kids will love you too. Everyone will love you.
Wow. I mean, well, like, when you were made out of alpaca fur, you know, and you got turned into a lion, does that make you an alpaca lion? Or, you know, and can you tell me how to buy and sell Bitcoin?
No, you're going to have to learn how to buy and sell on your own. I can't teach you how to sell anything. You're going to have to learn the education from the crypto lifer. That's it. Nothing else. Okay?
All right, man. Thank you so much. I'm glad we had this talk. You know what? I should go to the local library. It looks like I really want to do this.
Yeah, I've been trying to do ventriloquist for years. I think it's the coolest thing in the world. Trying to talk without your mouth open. Yeah, it's pretty hard though. Certain words aren't that easy to do. You know, you got to do it.
How you doing that?
I don't know.
How you doing that?
I don't know. I just do it.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I know.
You guys are like, this guy's out of his mind. Oh my gosh. But you know what? I was always fascinated by ventriloquists as a kid. I thought it was fascinating. Anyway, so we dropped to the downside on the Dow Jones. Can we get a V-shaped recovery to the upside? That's what suggesting is about to happen because we're very oversold in the 1 hour. We're about to bounce back to the upside. Boom, boom, boom. So watch the Dow. We could get a bit of a bounce here. This could be the end of the pain for the day. 4 hour, yikes. 4 hours still has more room to go, though, compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's lower down here. This is not. Suggest we actually may go all the way to the bottom of the pattern before the pain is over. All right. And look, I have this pattern drawn. All right. For the Dow Jones. We talked about this cup and handle breaking to the upside. It's kind of spent now. We did our thing. I'm going to delete all this craziness so we can see more of what's happening. But we did get that push up. That did suggest, and we're getting a rejection now by that exact place. Look, resistance is right there at 35,350, you know? And so, again, kind of like Bitcoin is we can't break this trend line. See? And the Dow could come all the way back down to 33,730 and it wouldn't be that bad. Then we would be oversold in the 4 hour and ready to take a move back up, you know? Daily still has, daily got the bearish cross just like Bitcoin. See how they look exactly the same? Like, look, we could put this together with Bitcoin. We could put Bitcoin's stochastic together with the Dow Jones. Everyone's using the S&P. I've been using the Dow. You can use either one you want. Everyone says it's the S&P because it's tech stocks, but the S&P takes up so much of the Dow anyway. I've just been taking the Dow. I don't do the S&P in Bitcoin because the Dow and Bitcoin are the same. They've been doing the same exact thing. Look, we put Bitcoin here and look at them. If we double click the oscillators, it's so insane, but like they look like the exact same asset, you know? This one's just didn't get as high as that one, but that's it. Just a little more spunk. But that's it. I mean, so strange, right? I mean, they're the same asset, Bitcoin. So it suggests, look, the 4-hour may move for us. Look, we switch to the 4-hour. 4-hour for Bitcoin's kind of spent. Could go down a little lower, but like, you know, and I've seen it go to lower, but that's telling you that it's like, it's more ready for a reversal than the Dow. It's like ahead of the Dow by a few days. Like Bitcoin will reverse up while the Dow keeps dumping down. Then we'll get some uncorrelated moments. We need more. We need like a couple of those a month for the Bitcoin to pump while the Dow in it. And every time it just gets a little more uncorrelated, that's how the decoupling will occur. And that's how we're going to see what we really need to see here. All right. Total market cap for all of cryptocurrency. Let's take a look at that too as well. Then I'm going to do all the altcoins. I'm sorry. It took a while to do the alts back in my home studio. But I'm going to get to every single altcoin. Trust me, I will. And I'm also going to show you this logarithmic chart that's going to teach us where the bear market may begin. I'm telling you right now, that video is gold, baby, gold. Like, it's definitely something you're going to want to take a look at. All right? Okay, let's take a look here. The ventriloquist bit didn't go over too well. But you're going to want to stay tuned for this. This is going to blow your mind. I'm telling you right now. It's going to blow your mind. So look, we looked at the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency, and we talked about it being in a rising wedge, right? And we said bulls need to hold this level right here. That is the level that we need to hold, and I'm sticking to it. We don't hold this level, look for more downside, and we'll be testing $1.64 trillion. We really will. So that's like the end of it for me. Like, we break that, we end up lower again. We had that beautiful surge to the upside. What a nice run up. I mean, how fun was it trading alts for that 2-3 week period? It was unreal. 2 weeks in the last 2 weeks of March, we just had bang, 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 bang. Alts were flying, 100%, 50%, 60%. We took so much money out the market. It was absolutely absurd. Then we made some trades, few swing trades, and things started to slow down. Can we get our next trajectory back to the upside in this pattern? That's what we want to see. I keep looking at this 3-day chart, which is actually getting lower and lower, wants to flip for us to the upside, right? But again, let's just stick it to the daily. I don't want to see the bulls break $1.8 trillion, right? That's going to be my line in the sand. So that's what I'm looking at in the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Then you look at all the alts, right? And the alts were holding this $723 billion region. It was a big deal for me. It was. Like, I was like, we got to hold that level. And even this made like a bit of a, even this made a bit of a rising wedge and started to break to the downside. You see that? Here's our support region, like right around here now. And we're bouncing off 699, 700 billion, but we break 7 billion. Also, what's scary is that looks kind of like an M right there, and you are getting a daily bearish cross, which suggests that the alts are about to take a hit to the downside. Somewhere right in here to about 759. So we break 700. We're going to be looking at 680. We break 680. We're going to be looking down here at like 637, maybe a little pit stop at 759, 760. 660, sorry, $660 billion, and then back to $637 billion. This is the billions, everybody, the billions. So I don't know. I'm seeing some bearish movement here on the daily. You know, I wanted more momentum. We didn't get it. We did not get it. So I have to be honest. We got rejected by this resistance, and I'm seeing a move down for the altcoins. And if Bitcoin makes a move down, it's going to wreck the alts too as well. And a lot of people don't realize your alt can always go lower. Everyone's like, I can't go lower. It can always go lower. I know you don't believe me, but it can always go lower. It's sad to say. It can always go lower. Yep. Everyone's like, oh, no, I can't go any lower than that. I'm like, yeah, it actually can. Even gold's struggling, which is interesting, but the daily for gold wants to bounce. So let me just change the trajectory of this pattern a little bit. To me, gold just needs to hold that level. It's still bullish, you know. It's in this pattern here. It's like a bull pennant, really. Gold's in a beautiful bull pennant, about to break to the upside. And look, I have this giant pennant that we had. So we already talked about gold breaking out. Before gold broke out, we had it in this big pennant. And we talked about it, that it would make its way up. Measured move for gold is like up to $36,000. First move is $2,400. Not $36,000, sorry, $3,600. But all the way up here, look, $3,500 an ounce somewhere by, it's saying by 2024. Off the charts. It's actually off the chart, but like somewhere in like March or May of 2024. I think it could happen earlier than that, but gold does take a long time to prevail. It's been in a cup and handle since 2011. Look, 2011 right there. It started this giant cup made a handle, and then started to blast on out. So gold's looking very, very bullish on the bigger time frames. Only a matter of time. I stopped buying gold. I buy gold. Maybe I'll buy a couple ounces a year now, but it's like, it's just, I'd rather buy Bitcoin. Personally, I think Bitcoin's just a better investment. I own gold, and I started buying gold for years. Gold and silver, gold and silver, gold and silver. And then once I saw Bitcoin and I really, really deep dived into it, I was convinced that Bitcoin and gold were similar and that Bitcoin was better than it. So I stuck with Bitcoin, and that's what I did, you know. Anyway, but I still love going over gold and talking about gold because I traded gold for 7 years on the Toronto Stock Exchange. This is how I got into trading gold and silver, mainly gold though. Trading gold all the time, every single day I was making trades, like, you know, 2 to 3 trades on gold a day. I would trade what's called JNUG, right? JNUG, Direction Table, and JDUST. These are 3x ETF. Now they're 2x, but they used to be 3x shares, meaning if gold went up 3%, they're very similar to the 3S and 3L tokens. So I've been trading 3S and 3L tokens on KuCoin similarly the way I've been trading gold for a long time, right? And you can trade this when gold goes up, this will go up, right? And so you can kind of trade this against Bitcoin. I haven't traded in a long time now. I stopped trading them. But this is how I began. This is how I learned how to trade JDUST and JNUG. JDUST would go up when gold tanked, and right, they both look like they're kind of like not working correctly anymore. It's interesting. During the pandemic too, they got unpegged. I don't know. It got messy. We got to look at the dollar index right here. This is the dollar, American dollar. You know, yesterday on the show, I was trying to keep quiet. Everyone was like, the dollar's going to go up. The dollar's going to go up. And I was like, dude, look at the 2-week chart. Every time we've gotten this high, dump for the dollar, dump for the dollar. We're about to dump on the dollar right now. I believe the dollar's about to take a beat down and come on down, right? Now, it could eventually stay in this channel, and it could eventually move to the upside. So, doesn't mean it can't move up in the long term. And he said it keeps going up. Like, I was going to interrupt Russ a few times, but I had already spoken so much, I let it slide. And I didn't really get to show my chart on the dollar, but I was going to be like, look, the dollar's in a downtrend. What is everybody talking about? Like, it's funny. I was watching them talk on the show, and I was just like, and I was just staring at the dollar chart like, I'm about to see a massive move to the downside for the dollar. 2-week wants to come all the way down here. The pattern says it. The stochastics say it. The MACD says it. Like, every little thing says no, 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 no. But anything is possible. I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm just giving you the higher probabilities. The dollar does dump to the downside, which would be a huge relief rally for Bitcoin. It would be amazing. Even stock market would be good too. So this is what we're seeing, man. Can the dollar lose some movement? Inflation would have to stop there, and that would actually, lower the price of goods because the dollar would stop going up. If the dollar keeps going up, the value of things have to go up to match the price of the dollar. You get it? If this little bottle of, vitamins is $5 today, and the dollar goes up by 20% in the next 3 weeks, then this thing is worth 20% more, right? Because the dollar is worth more. Simple facts. People don't realize that. When the dollar goes up in value, everything you go for and buy for goes up in value, right? Inflation. Man, if they keep printing money, it's actually not true. The dollar goes down in value, but but what the point of the story is that if the dollar goes, we don't want the dollar to go up either, right? My whole point of the story is that the dollar goes up, they could create a recession and a depression. If the dollar goes down, they create a recession and inflation. I only see the only way is to remove ourselves from this system completely and move over to Bitcoin, okay? They could I'll tell you right now that the Fed will not be able to stop inflation by raising the basis point by 0.5. It's not going to happen. I swear on my life right now. I promise every one of you. 5 years from now, people can come to this channel and be like, this guy said it, and I know it in my heart and soul. Like, I know it in every being of my ounce of energy. Like, I know it for a fact. I know the math too well. I understand what they're doing, and I don't know if they get what they're doing. But by raising the interest rate, all they're going to do is tank the stock market. That's it. They're going to scare people into running out, and then no one has a savings account. So this would have helped America because people would have had a savings account when you raise the interest rate like that. But nobody has money in the savings. They're all in the stock market. This is going to tank the economy if they keep raising this interest rate. I'm telling you right now. It's not going to stop inflation, and we're going to see even more pain. We need to get out of this system that we're in right now as soon as possible and get ourselves into a Bitcoin standard. We need to reset the entire economic world standard to a new dollar, to the Bitcoin dollar. I'm telling you right now, because the sooner we do it, the better we'll be off of this insane, because we're on a roller coaster to zero. I'm telling you right now, we're on a roller coaster to zero. I'm telling you right now. Mark my words, they will not change inflation. They're going to have to keep printing more money. Every time you print more money, You have to print more money the next time to get out of the next hole you're in because you create more debt every time. We're in a system that creates more debt every time they print $1. Every time they enter $1, there's more debt in the system. How do you get out of debt? You print more dollars. So every time they print more dollars, there's more debt, which creates more dollars to get printed to get out of more debt. It's never going to end, everybody. It's never end. They created a system like this. The only way it ends is in depression, pain, and anguish for the lowest part of society, and then it trickles through society. It's designed this way from the beginning. It's horrible, and I'm telling you, watch The Hidden Secrets of Money by Mike Maloney. Watch Money Masters. Watch both those documentaries. Take you a couple days. You'll be fully educated into what's happening, and you'll understand that the dollar highly likely will end up down here. Bitcoin will highly likely end up here. And if you're on Team Bitcoin, you're going to win the game. You're going to win the game if you're on Team Bitcoin. All right. Again, I figured this out 4.5 years ago, 5 years ago. Thank God I did. Thank God I did. Now no one has to tell me. I don't have to watch someone explain this to me. I get what's happening. I see it. I see it. And I put my money accordingly where it needs to go to keep myself out of this rat race that they got everybody else in. It's not a coincidence that I got to remove myself from working a 9 to 5 because I understood the value of support and resistance. I understood they removed my savings from the dollar as soon as I could because they were going to take all my savings to zero. There was nothing else I could do, everybody. There was nothing else I could do. Look at this coin. The key is very low on the 2-week. Last time it did a huge run up. The last time the 2-week got low. Look, really low right there. It slowly came up. Look, 1,300%. Is that, look at this. Dude, the last time this thing did this, it went up 4,500%. It did it. Dude, 2,000, that's a 20x right there. Is this thing about to 20x again? I mean, it's possible. If Bitcoin recovers, this thing will boom. It seems to be at a bottom on the 2-week chart. I've never really looked at an alt in the 2-week chart, so it's just interesting. Hey, I like to leave things like this in stone and just look at them later and see if they actually come to fruition. Could you please look at Quant in the bottom form? And we're going to take a look at all the super chats now. Thank you so much for everybody coming on in. Okay. We are all slaves. It's true, Sean. It's true. Shane Sullivan, my man. Spot on. DJ Roland Rick. Everybody on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Can you look at Rune, please? In my opinion, it's ready to bounce if Bitcoin doesn't dump. Too slow. Lifer, what's your take on AMC? You're 100% right about the dollar and the economy. Heir to the Ron. They are trying to tank it. Man, I can't touch my deferred comps until I stop contributing for 2 years. It'll be too late. Man, I can't touch my deferred comps until I stop contributing for 2 years. It'll be too late. Possibly could be. That's the problem with that type of predicament. Shout out to everybody here. Can we get 350 likes? If we get to 350 likes, I'm going to show you something amazing. Let's take a look at the super chats. GRT again. Someone just keeps asking about GRT every day. I mean, the coin's like, okay, Let's take a look at GRT. And I told you, this is a 2-week chart. Could go either way. 2-week chart wants to bounce. But it's getting into this like ascending triangle. I've seen this as a movement to the upside. B-Pro used this exact pattern and broke on out. Okay? So anything is possible for GRT. The daily is pointing to the upside, and it seems like it's bottomed. The 4-hour also wants to make a move. It's at the bottom of the channel. All right? The 1-hour also wants to make a move. Interesting. And my last resort is the 15-minute. Funny, GRT is in the sweet spot for everything. However, it's at the bottom of its barrel. I don't like to chase coins at the bottom. I do own this. I've already bought in a bunch of it at 30 cents. I don't need to buy any more of it. I sold some at $3, did a 10x, and then I kept some, and then I bought back in at like $1.40. So I'm hurting on that position. I think I broke even when it's all said and done on this, honestly. I believe there was going to be a really good project. I talked about it yesterday. I kind of don't want to talk about it again because it gets under my nerves, but I believe there was going to be a great project. It was the Google of the blockchain. You're going to be able to search other blockchains to find out what was happening, and I thought that was an amazing move for GRT, the graph. And, not a lot of people knew it, so I thought I had like a piece of alpha that no one else knew, and that I was going to get it on the low. I 10x'd, and then the thing just didn't market itself at all. They don't talk about it at all. Nobody knows about it. It does nothing. I haven't heard a peep from the team. Like, I don't know. It's not exciting to talk about. It's not exciting to break down. I think the tech's still there, and I still like the project, and I think if I hold it long enough, it could come back if Bitcoin rips But again, like, that's it. I'm just holding it till I can get get back, above break even and then see what happens. Like, I'm not that excited about the project anymore. And again, maybe you know more. But again, I got to move on from GRT, in my humble opinion. It just hasn't done what it was supposed to do. It is oversold in all time frames, and that still doesn't get me excited. So that's how you know I'm just like, eh. It could break up to the upside. Possible gains of like 16 or back to this, 11, 10% gains. Nothing to write home about. And I could be wrong. You could see it pump tomorrow and go up huge. But like, I don't know. It's at the bottom of its barrel. It's going to have to, for me, when I see something this low, I put support and resistance up here. And like, to me, it's like, got to break that first. Like, get above there. Show me you're going to bounce. And then like, then I'll play a falling wedge here. Then I'll start trading it. But I need to see that it's going to make its way out of this hole first. And then once it does that substantially, then I may swing trade this thing. But right now, I want it to get back above, let's just say, 44 cents, All right. Let's take a look at ALCX. And you asked for like the market cap and all that. Let's take a look at it here. Let's deep dive it. ALCX. We're also going to look at Steppen. We're also going to look at AMP and Kyber Network. Morpheus Labs, also another coin you may want to put on the radar. A lot of people find Morpheus Labs through me in my trading group, right? Think about all the coins you find through me too. Like, you may not even get a setup. You may just hear about a coin you may never heard of from the kid, I would like to go to the driving range today and, yo, can we go to the driving range today, bro? Like 2 o'clock maybe? It's a beautiful day, man. It'll be really nice. That's another thing about running your own business. Make your own schedule. Go wherever you want, whenever you want. Go out to lunch when you want. Go meet a friend when you want, Again, I'm always where I need to be. I wake up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I start my channel, and then I'm in the charts until the night, and I'm running my trading group, and I keep an iPad with me, and I'm always updating. But it's beautiful. I mean, you can take an hour here and there to do whatever. That's what I hated the most about a 9 to 5. I said, I don't mind giving you my time, and I'll get the task done, but why do I got to be here underneath your thumb every single day, and I can't go anywhere. I can't, my friends would have all these movement. Oh, we're going to go here. We're going to do this. And I'm like, oh, I'll be at work today. I missed out on so many parts of life, honestly. And I still work hard. Now I work even harder. Sometimes I may miss even more. But at least it's me. Like, I'm doing it for me, 9 to 5, man. I couldn't stand it. So let's take a look at Alchemix. It's down 4%, $75. $94 million market cap. Circulating supply sitting at about 1.4 million. Wow, that's a very small supply, dude. I like coins with small supplies. That's why I like EGLD. It's got a very small supply. Bitcoin's got 21 million. This says they only have a supply. Really, the max supply is 1.5 million. 1.5 million. Circulating supply 1.2 million right now. Honestly, I mean, interesting. I didn't know that, or if we looked at it before, I have forgotten it since then. Let's take a look where you can buy this coin as well. It's on Coinbase, Binance, and FTX. Wow. Coinbase Exchange. Oh, yeah, and Coinbase is new now. They got a real exchange, like where you can actually do like limit orders and stuff, right? It's interesting. They're stepping their game up. They're still kind of getting you with the spot price, though. I feel like they're not like truthful about the price. I use Coinbase Pro instead. Alchemix self-paying loans allow you to leverage a range of tokens without risk of liquidation. Spend and save. Your only debt is time. Get your first self-repaying loan. I have no idea what this means. Like, I got to wrap my head around this completely. Let's stop the music for a split second here. Let's stop the music for a second. What are they saying? What are they saying? Hold on one second here. Let's get this up.
That's some money, but how are you going to use it? You've got some money, but how are you going to use it? You want to spend.
Me, shopping, now, bro.
When you know you should be saving.
You'll never buy a house at this rate.
But what if you could spend and save at the same time? For the enlightened kind, with inquiring minds, a new world awaits.
I already like the commercial. It's more real world, you know?
Set yourself free with completely flexible self-repaying loan technology. Supported on desktop and mobile. Seize the power of Alchemix, allowing you to spend and save at the same time. Leverage your wealth without risk of liquidation.
No idea what it is.
Take out a loan that repays itself. What was once inconceivable is now within your grasp.
Are you winning, son?
That's ridiculous. He's all wet in his pants. Like, that's great. Yeah. The people in London are ridiculous. Their humor is very, little like so funny. Anyway, there's George. Look, OMG. That's his. I love him. OMG, and he puts a Bitcoin. But again, that works. Look, I'm Bitcoin price today, right? It's like the easier, the better, man. The more searchable, the better. That's what it comes down to, right? So Alchemix, ALCX, brand new coin out there. Alchemix, choose your path. Deposit, earn, borrow, spend, and save. Learn more. ETH. Wow, I still don't understand how you can spend your earned credit, save your earned credit, borrow your future yield. So you could borrow from your yield before you get it. Oh, and then I get it. So you can. I get it now. So you can deposit. You can borrow from the future yield. I mean, that can get risky, though. Like, it still can get you in a jam. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think it's all awesome. But leverage your wealth. Keep exposure to important assets while making them work for your leverage more of your wealth without risk of liquidation by borrowing a synthetic version of your collateral. Alchemix is opening doors to new collateral types. Leverage more of your wealth than ever before. No matter what happens, we'll never liquidate your deposit. You can choose to self-liquidate your own loan at your own discretion. Alchemix doesn't lock your deposit or charge you fees. Your funds are accessible 100% of the time. You can also repay your debt whenever you like. Interesting. Interesting. Available wallets. I have to connect my wallet and see the vault. This is interesting. I'm going to get into this. I may actually make a separate video about this, just out of just complete curiosity. I really like the small circulating supply, right? Have they been audited well, though? Introduction, social. What's in there on Twitter? Let's see how much of a following they have. I'm interested. I'll tell you right. I'm interested. You know? I'm definitely interested. $64,000 followers. I'll give them a follow here and follow me on Twitter just like I followed them. Follow me on Twitter. On our way to 5,000 followers, 17 more lovely souls can crack us to 5,000. I would greatly appreciate it. Dubai and its neighboring emirate of Abu Dhabi have been on a tear when it comes to cryptocurrency service providers moving the core of their operations there. Dubai could be crypto's promised land, City says. I think it may be. I was just thinking about that the other day. Polygon is trending here on Twitter as well. Polygon trending on Twitter. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. Let's take a look at what we can see about the chart here for Alchemix and see what's going down. It's on Coinbase. So let's take a look at ALCX USD on TradingView. TradingView, the premier place to learn how to trade and get yourself going in cryptocurrency or any type of trading, really. Use a TradingView account. If you're not in TradingView, you're not part of the community, jump on in today. I have a link in the description below. Jump on in, get a discount, get on in to TradingView. Wow, so Alchemix is at the bottom of its bag. It's been beat to the ground. That's what happens to a lot of these staking coins. You get in here, right, when it's $420, and now you're at the bottoms. But honestly, these are good things to get in at the bottoms. So you want to wait for them to beat to the ground. And when you can find them when they're beat to the ground, it's a good look. However, it has made a lower low over and over again. Are people liquidating their loans? Is this project going to go to zero? Anything is possible, I have to say, right? Anything is possible. You are getting tighter and tighter inside of this kind of falling wedge. Felt like you broke out of it and then you broke back in again. You're just like, it's not letting you out. So look, there's the tightness there. Measured move is a break to the upside here, back to that resistance point, at least to 183. Says it can almost double pretty fast if it can pump back up. You got heavy resistance at 360. I like the project. I see your dilemma. I kind of see why the super chat came, because you're like, I like the project. I like the circulating supply, but why is it all the way down in the dumps? And why is it just like, what's going on with this thing? I kind of get it. Like, it's alluring to me too. Like, I kind of want to, Let's take a look at this. I want to see if it has I actually remember trading this back and forth too on Binance. I bet it has a way bigger. Oh no, Binance still is basically similar. It came out in November 30th of 2021. Interesting. For me, it's got to get back above 100. If it gets back above 100 and does a retest, I may open up like a loan there and see what's going on with that. But that's very interesting. Thank you for bringing ALCX to the table. We have looked at it before now. It does ring a bell, I remember, but I didn't deep dive it like I did now. Let's take a look at our baby Phantom. Let's look with Phantom at 110, holding tightness on the 3-day. 3-day chart suggests that Phantom is going to make a higher low here and get out of the zone. We've been looking at this very, very closely. Let's also take a Fibonacci here for Phantom from this initial impulse to where we're sitting, and we're actually at the 706, which is insane. That's where institutions like to load up on a coin. Phantom also has done its own thing regardless of the rest of the market. You can show that it's been in this downward channel here, kind of with the, and this is something that I've been doing recently. Like, I make my channel and I omit the head. Why? Because the head is usually where they kind of dip the price out, brought the price back in, and then stayed inside the channel anyway. 706 is a famous secret Fibonacci that only me and my students know. I was taught by a secret institutional trader that led me into some deep information that he didn't give to a lot of other people, because I was with him every night, late at night, 1 in the morning trading, and he eventually gave me some gems. If you join my trading group, you're going to get more gems like that. Trade like an institution. Understand how to take care of bots and trade against the retail market. That's what we do here in my trading group every single day. That's why we have better results, and we actually seem to have a really, really good success rate in the trading group. So look, falling volume with falling price suggests we will get a reversal to the upside too as well. Phantom. However, if Phantom breaks 110, scary. You have one last kind of line in the sand there at about 97, one bean, and then it could, I guess, it could head all the way back down to 56 cents, 55 cents. So Phantom holding on for dear life. Can it make its move? Went all the way to 120 before, got all the way back up to 340, hit an all-time high, double top twice now. That is a double top. My humble opinion, it could even end up even lower, you know, but bigger time frames are telling you it's over. Like, it's time to load up. Like, it's on the weekly, it's low. On the 5-day, it's low. On the 3-day, it's low. On the daily, it's got that same bearish cross that Bitcoin just did on the daily. So again, whatever Bitcoin does will basically mimic. This coin will mimic. If Bitcoin takes a tear down, it's a blue chip big coin. Anything with $1 billion market cap or bigger follows Bitcoin very, very closely. The USDT pair is definitely correlated, which is then makes it correlated to the Dow Jones. It's kind of sad. So if the Dow goes down, Phantom goes down. That's kind of like the key here, and it doesn't make sense if you think about it, because they're not. The assets and the tech are completely different. We really need to see this daily flip for us and not head down into this pits and break this and go lower. Again, this trade is the Bitcoin trade. You can see how every Bitcoin trade ripples through. And that's why we spend so much time looking at Bitcoin in the world markets, because it doesn't matter what we're looking at on these coins. There's going to be a few exceptions. Here and there's, of course, like Morpheus Labs, and there's going to be a few random coins that do their own thing. But the big bluer chip coins are going to be following the movement of Bitcoin very, very, very closely. Look at SAND on the larger time frames. I've been talking about SANDBTC. I want to take a look at that. I've been talking about, you're going to hear me talk more about BTC pairs, especially if we go into a more corrective phase, you're going to see me switch more into BTC pairs. And look, we're sitting right here at the 618. And I've talked about this. We have movement. We're in this tight channel. We're on the 200-day moving average. We did break below it, but we're now fighting with it. Sad to say, again, just like Bitcoin, if Bitcoin takes a nasty dump, it's going to dump the whole market. So we could see a nasty move here, and it's going to hit everything to the low. What this would do is would give you great prices, though. It would give you really, really good prices. So this is SANDBTC on the daily time frame. Wants to roll over again. Almost every coin wants to roll over. However, the 4-hour wants to rip back up to the upside. Can the 4-hour be the coin that pushes us back up? So when the daily rolls us over, we end up with something like this. All right? And the daily just ends up being a retest of support and resistance. This could be the case. And that's something we are definitely looking for. SANDUSDT here. $2.72. Okay? $2.72. And right now it's in a falling wedge on the 4-hour. Right? Basically just like Bitcoin, but kind of the looks a little cleaner. And again, it's got the shoulder head, kind of it's a mixed pattern. It broke the bottom of its pattern. Sand has to bounce here. Like, in my mind, Sand's got to bounce 272. It breaks this level, it's going to come down and test again, maybe a double bottom at 250, and then we'll be talking about that. But right now, I want to see this falling wedge break out to the upside. All right, we're very oversold now on all time frames. We're getting the divergence too on the RSI for Sand, because you got to swing up here on the RSI, but you're not getting the same trajectory on price action. You're getting a downward trajectory. So we could see Sand make a move in the next hour. However, it's not like open up a bunch of trades and let's see what happens. Like, look, you have 3 double-digit coins on KuCoin right now. It's already telling you the shape of the market, So, and it's April 22nd, 2022. It's the 22 of 2022. The 222 is everywhere today. And we got 340 likes. We got 10 more likes, everybody. 350 likes. I'm going to show you a logarithmic chart. I'm going to show you how we're going to be able to tell whether Bitcoin enters a bear market or not. It's going to be pretty interesting. I think you want to stay tuned for that. It'll blow your mind. So I've never shown it on the stream before. I have showed logarithmic, and I have shown, you know, giant charts with pi cycles and all sorts of different craziness and stock to flow models, but I've never shown what I'm going to show today. So get ready. DERO, which is a hot coin that we talked about, up 26% from our entry, actually up even more. Look, we talked about DERO breaking up to the upside. Congrats to anyone that got into DERO for a whole 46% gains. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. We watched it closely. It took days and days and days and days and days. DERO would finally move to the upside. Monero also has been a forefront mover. DERO is also a privacy coin. How many privacy coins are there? What are there? You got Zcash, you got DERO, you got Monero. Dash is even a privacy coin. A lot of people don't realize has it, you know. Forget Mimblewimble, and they never seem to really fulfill that promise on Litecoin. However, this is a flag here on the 1 hour. If the flag can come on down and bounce off the lower trend line, this thing could get scrumptious. Bitcoin got beat to the ground and actually could be ready for a reversal, and then most of these coins could get ready to trade. Later on this afternoon, I'll be posting what I think is probable, right, and going through it for the trading group. So stay tuned for that, everybody. Stay tuned for that. Okay, Phantom and Sand, Mana, GMT, JSMY, and Quant. Let's take a look at Mana. What is Mana doing? Shout out to everyone that jumped on in to the live stream a little late today. No worries. You might see this little lion here. What is it? That is all the way from my beautiful people over at TAHOE ALPACA. TAHOE ALPACA. Check them out here. TAHOE ALPACA. Check them out. Link here. Go check them out whenever you can. Check out TAHOE ALPACA. See what they're up to. You can also order online, call or text right away to the owner, Cash. My man, he's the best, bro. Crypto Cash, my dude. Follow him on Twitter and Facebook. Check him out. Let's give them a follow here. Wow, he has a lot of followers. Oh, Wix. That was Wix, actually. But we got to get your Twitter up, man, so we can follow you. But check him out, man. This is made of alpaca fur. Beautifully, really, really nice. He also gave me 2 other animals and a really nice throw. He sent it to me for Easter for the family. Very, very nice. Just want to say thank you so much. So that's what's going on with this lion here, if you don't know. All right. He's the show mascot for the day. All right. So first thing I do is I look at a weekly chart when I'm looking at a coin and I want to see what's going down. I delete all the old work and I want to look at it fresh. Second thing I do is I make some support and resistance lines. And you can see we had a beautiful high on Mana and we hit a high of $5.90, almost $6. Okay. We then got resistance here at 279. We then have a support region there at 147. We have support at 1 bean, obviously the dollar area, and support around 43 cents. Let's see here. Around 46 cents. Okay. Now, this is when Fibonacci comes into play. All right. I would take it from this initial impulse. I wouldn't include this impulse here. That was a Fibonacci retracement back down there and then had its move again. So I would, again, people might differ from that idea. And sometimes I pull them both to see where I'm at. Like if you pull it, you are in the golden pocket. If you pull this, you're in the golden pocket. If we pull it from this initial movement, we're kind of at the 706 Fibonacci. Either way, we're at a very load up point for Mana. Whoever's asking about this is a good long-term look. You've been looking at the long term, it looks like. It's kind of ascending triangle falling wedge, but it's a falling wedge. I got to hand it to it first off, right? It is a falling wedge. Okay. 68% chance of break to the upside. And this is a weekly chart. It says that you're at a very low bottom. I mean, you've been going down ever since November. This thing has been trending down since November. It has not seen a good day. The beauty of this is you could not touch it, wait for it to get above 328. And when it bounces there, then it kind of confirms an uptrend on the weekly chart. And then you could trade it again. However, if you believe in this project and you think it's going to go long term, it's definitely something to jump into. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. You're going to have to do your own research and feel the feeling out for yourself. There's the 22. Look, average view duration, 22 minutes. April 22nd on the 22nd. I'm just telling you, it's like I'm seeing a lot of correlations to the 22 recently and everything I'm doing. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, just got to point it out. Like, when is the average view duration? 22 minutes, That's actually unbelievable, too, because people that put out 22-minute videos, the average view duration is like a minute, right? That means that the average amount of people are watching 22 minutes of me. It's insanity if you think about it. Like, that's rarely, I think, and that's why we actually That's so more is the merrier because you're eventually going to break through more people. 350 likes. We got to the likes, everybody. I can show you the logarithmic chart. I can't wait. I'm excited. Take a moment and hit that like button, people. Super chat, GMT, JSMY, and Quant. Possible double bottom. NAKA. Currencies you wanted to review. AMP, Kyber, Network, and Steppen. Thank you for saying that, Grace. And then you're adding that. Alpacas are great animals to have on your farm to warn other animals about predators. Take a moment and hit that like button, peeps. Thank you. Shout out to all the moderators. Crypto Cash, Love Learning, Wen Dizzle, CMAZ. Those are dope. Thank you so much. Crypto Cash, anytime, man. We love you, brother. DJ Porter Rock. Instead of a rocking horse, I got my daughter a rocking alpaca. His name is Monty. That's so cool, man. You're funny, man. I love you, bro. Shout out to DJ Porter Rock in the house. And I'll get a chance to talk to you later today, my man. Okay, Jedi Mind, I'm looking at the daily and the 3-day and the weekly. Looks like there are 2 Alchemix on CoinGecko and 2 different listings. One is Alchemix USD, one is Alchemix. The one without USD is the one on Coinbase. Interesting. Bless, Robo. Thank you. We had the right one because the price was the same. You know what I'm saying? Can you take a peek at Ocean? Last Poet 06. We'll take a look at Ocean 199. The number 2 is the Empress, which is to say your subconscious or intuition is the voice telling Neo to follow the white rabbit. The Empress. Funny. Illuminated nothing. And check out 3 commas pinned in the comment section below. You will get a 50% discount on your yearly subscription. Can't get it anywhere else. Hit the link right here. It's pinned in the comment section there at the top. Check it out. 3 commas banging on them. It's also one of the top links of the video. Get it going, man. Start using 3 commas today. It'll change the way you view your world. You won't have to sign into 10 exchanges at once. You're going to see it all nice and easy. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing. Use the links under the video, peeps. Book a session if you need it. If you want to learn, jump on in every single Tuesday. We do a beautiful class here. It's awesome. We do a beginner's course in trading cryptocurrency. Jump on into that course. It'll blow your mind every Tuesday from 3 to 5. I did cancel it this week because I was with family, but I'll be back next week from 3 to 5 teaching the course like I do. It's a live course. Ask questions at the end. Feel connected to the lifer. You'll feel blessed. You'll have it amazing. And if you don't like that course, or if you feel you know enough, but I think you should really take it. Take the MetaMask course, which is the first Friday of every month. Okay, the first Friday of every month. Check this course out. It'll be here in May, the first week in May. This will show you how to use DeFi, how to load all the proper chains onto your MetaMask wallet, how to use all the actual settings in MetaMask, how to set a DeFi Solana wallet as well, how to make passive income. Right now, you can be making hundreds of % on Cake a day, or a month. I mean, a year. Not a day, sorry, but a year. You could be making 100% though, like on your investment. It's unbelievable. It's the shiz. It works perfectly. It really is. I love 3 commas. Almost car wash time, baby. Every day. Oh, he has the unlimited. So yeah. So there's Mana. Mana could bounce. I like where it's at. It's in the sweet spot. 706. If we extend this, as we said before, to the initial impulse, we're at the Fibonacci golden pocket for Mana. So up, coming back down to the golden pocket for Mana. Beautiful time to accumulate mana, in my humble opinion. Okay. No MetaMask course out there covers what the lifer teaches. You'll know what the lifer knows and more. How to navigate through the many gems in 2022 in 2 hours. Right? Love this channel so lunch. I love you. I know I like lunch. No, I love the channel so much. We love you, Roddy Robinson. You're the man, dude. And Cake's been going up recently too. Cake has been on the rise. Cake has been on the rise. Let's take a look at GMT, everybody. Let's take a look at GMT. Stepping. One pair of shoes is like $5,000. I've been hearing. Look at that on the weekly. Just what a move, right? You get into it and you just hold it for 4 weeks and you make 700% gains. Unbelievable. Like, only in crypto, baby. Only in crypto. So look, we projected this flag on the daily. We drew it before it was even there, and we've been sitting there and saying, you know, it's likely it's just going to keep moving down. We drew this and projected it before it even was there. And why? Because my trading style suggests that the Stokes will have to reset and price action will have to come and touch the 21. So until that occurs, I don't really care. I don't worry about anything else, you know. You can look at the 4 hour and you can get caught up in some of these other time frames, of course. And actually, you're overbought in the 4 hour. There's a chance you flip that daily. But again, you have to remember that the daily's still not ready, you know. Let me delete all my old work. Look at it on the daily here. Funny how it did come right to resistance, though, with the bounce there on the daily. Be nice if it could hold that. Very new coin. And how did we play it? I mean, we played it very simply. It was in this beautiful tight pennant that was likely to break out, right? And then you had support and resistance lines, which you're bouncing off right now. To me, that's an SR flip for the 4 hour. And despite what I just said on the daily, I may eat my words. I mean, that's flagging out. It's also the stronger coin compared, but we have to know that if the trade doesn't go well, that you played against the daily. However, the 1 hour and the 4 hour are in your favor for a move to the upside. This compels me to be one of the only things worth trading today, right? One of the only things that I would trade today is GMT. And I'm slowly building a position in this just to make it kind of clear. I've been like buying $500 below a buck 50, just kind of getting ready, right? Patient plays, it's not easy to be a patient player in the game, but that's how I do it. So look, 15% stop loss, 58% gains coming. And that's a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, 3.78 actually. I like what I'm seeing for this. This could make a bit of a move. However, we're going against that daily. I just have to put that out. I'm going to say it again. We are going against the daily, but I like GMT for a possible move to the upside. I'm actually posting this to my trading group because I think they should look at it, rechart it. That's definitely something everyone else should have on their radar. And that's what my trading group's about. We don't give you setups. We don't tell you what to do. I mean, we give you ideas. Like, we don't tell you what to trade. We don't, like, right now, I just post this. So you're like, huh, this is what this guy who's been trading his whole life is looking at. Interesting, you know? And then you can yourself go do your own research, find out what stepping is, find out if you like it. Then you should learn TA from me and then put your TA on the chart. And if it makes sense, if the technical analysis makes sense for you, you take the trade. But only, and honestly, you can't answer that question if you don't get mentored, you don't get taught. It's like, you know, you can't do the math equation that if the teacher didn't show you how to do calculus, like how are you going to just jump up and do it? Some people are that smart. I guess they can figure it out. I'm not. Like, I need a teacher and a mentor. Okay. So remember, DERO also possibly looking like it's in a bit of a flag here too. So DERO also another coin to watch. I'll delete my old work. We'll look at this. But DERO also in a flag like stepping. And so if we look through enough coins and we spend enough time online, we're going to find it. We're going to find possible opportunities. However, look, I want DERO to come back down here to the bottom of the sweet spot. See, I messed up there. I don't want that curve like that. There we go. And so that's what I'm looking at for DERO. So I'm also trying to show you positional strength. Like, it would be better to wait for it to get to the support region. You got a lot of chop in this area. See that right there, which is good for a stop loss not being too tight and seeing some support and resistance. So I like that. 4% to possibly gain 31. I mean, that's a tight stop. I usually wouldn't even go that tight. I'd go all the way down to that 9. But it depends on you. You might want to go back to 4. I don't know what your plans are, right? And that's why you can't trade what other people trade. You got to find your own trading style no matter what. No matter what. I trade what no man tells me to trade. All right, I find my own charts. I figure out my own stuff. It took me years to get here, though. Years. All right. DERO, USDT. Now, when you are trading, you always want to respect support and resistance. Previous resistance right there, previous resistance right here. If you see the price starting to stall and the Stokes get high, it's not a bad idea to take some profits off the table. So, okay. But there's stepping, there's DERO. Two things that we're looking at today on the live stream, all right, that look possibly scrumptious. All right, let's take a look at JASMY, USDT here, JASMY. And I knew I was going to breach 12 today because I was going over so much on Bitcoin. First time back in my home studio, though, I just feel good. Ooh, look at that. That's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder right off the bat. Not too, yeah. We did have it in a falling wedge, but let's see. Like, this isn't house music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got house music. It sounds like Airbnb 2020 pop. Like, that's what it's 2020 pop. Look. Why they did, I said do more. Look, it's all house, 2020 pop, 2020. Trying to couple it in, but I don't want 2020 pop music. I want house. Like, this is it. This gets me going. It's all about that house, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto lifers and being part of the live. You're all awesome people, and I love you all. So this is what we're seeing here for JSMY. Can we make a move back to the top of the channel? You know? You know, that's what we're seeing. But look at the daily is spent again. Not a good look. I mean, and you didn't get that high. I mean, in my mind, this is a downtrend. And like this is headed lower. I said this is headed lower based on the stochastic RSI. To the ground, baby. Had a nice run up, but yeah, I'd be careful on that. And I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong, but that's, I base all my moves are based on probability, you know. And I guess you could say it's in that same flag that we just saw the other ones in, and it's a strong coin. I feel like I might miss that pump, but interesting. Worth watching, but it's high risk in my opinion. 50% gains possible though. You're right at that support, previous resistance bounce. And it all depends on Bitcoin too as well. I'm not posting that to the trading group. I'm hold off on it, but I may miss out on it, but it just doesn't give me the, I gotta get that. I gotta feel comfy about it. I don't feel comfy about it. I have to be honest. You know? Look, we hit 26% gains for QSP or Quant. You ask about Quant? Yeah. And it gave it all back, which is crazy. So let's take a look at this here. Kind of a descending triangle, you know, even though it looks bear flaggy. I mean, this whole, not strong at all. Why are you not giving me my poll? Let's see here. So, I mean, you are trying to double bottom right now, for sure. All right. And you're very oversold on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour. And you're oversold in the daily. Finally, I thought you were going to have a high daily. So this is something I would trade. All right. It's uncorrelated to the rest of the market. Also, now I got an idea. You just gave me an idea. So I like this. I actually put this out to the trading group. This is on the daily. It looks nice. See, this is something I think people should keep on their radar and take a look at. From my years of experience, this has a little more je ne sais quoi going for it. All right, Quant, baby, Quant. And I just got a new coin drop to me, Xveria Meta. Never heard about it. Could be some nonsense. We never know, but I just heard about it. Xavier Meta. Xaviera Meta? Xaviera is the new meta king of make. I just heard this word.
Hi guys, kinamit natin ng
Very Indian guys in there. Xavier is the new meta king. Look, 6,000 views. TikTok, Facebook, Franca. Man, these guys, look, 100,000 subscribers though. I mean, people you don't even, what I love about YouTube is people are in their own little worlds with their own following. Like, you walk down the street, you have no idea who they are, and they got like their own, like they're making $500,000 playing video games a year, having a blast, loving themselves, like just doing what they love to do. Pretty fascinating, honestly. So I like Quant right now, and Quant's been a hot coin right off the bat. And look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder, and remember that right there. Do you guys remember that? The Morpheus Labs, right? Let's go back to that again. Let's see if we can find that same fractal, slap it on again. MITX, right? Morpheus Labs, and look at it, right? It looks a lot like it. It does. Let me show you. Does anyone see it yet? You'll see it in a second. Go to the bars pattern, string it along, grab that. And everybody, we're about to show you the Bitcoin chart. It's going to blow your mind too as well. We're going to show you the Bitcoin chart that's going to blow your mind. Wait, what happened here? Control C, Control V. Seems like it's pasting it, but it's pasting it like, it's pasting these blue flat lines. Like what? Control V. Maybe I gotta go to like a big screen. That's whack. Why is it doing that? Dang it, we'll duplicate it. Hold on, I gotta show you. Now I'm stuck on it. I gotta show it to you. You gotta see this fractal. You gotta see this fractal. Bear with me for 1 second. Ooh, that probably just ruined my whole... Man, wish they had told me that, you know. I wasn't swearing, but, you know, it was what it was. I don't know if he said the F word, though. It might be... It might not actually come across as... Might be a kind of like a game changer there. Not a game changer, but you know what I mean. Like, it may not qualify, right? That sounds pretty legit. So look, we're gonna open this up. We're gonna close this down. Taking way too long for me to produce this. I gotta be quicker. I usually am. I've been doing fractals that much recently, though. I used to do them all day long, all the time. Thing is, you got to get the price right. You got to get the fractal right. But tell me that ain't pretty spot on. Like, see that? I mean, now you see what I'm saying, right? Now you're like, oh, because it's like this inverted head and shoulder with this like funky. I mean, they're using the same algorithm. Come on now. They're bottoming patterns the same way. And then, so if I see this thing bomb to the upside, I mean, right? So just something to think about for quant. Something to think about for quant. Let's make this an excerpt real quick. Why not? Everybody, when you're trading, hi everybody, I'm the Crypto Lifer. I want you to see something amazing. When you're trading, you're going to see what are called fractals. You're going to see patterns that then repeat themselves throughout multiple assets. Sometimes I see it in an altcoin, and then a month later I see it in another altcoin. I was just looking at this on MITX, which is Morpheus Labs on KuCoin, and I saw this, like, it's an inverted head and shoulder for sure, but it's not your normal one. Normally they're more pointed. This has like a rounded flat bottom here, has kind of a head shape there, then a more jagged right side, and then it booms up to the upside. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at quant, and I'm like, wait, this looks just like what I'm looking at. Look, this flatter movement, that like kind of rounded bottom in the middle. The head and the shoulders aren't really aligned. I said, this looks a lot like what I just saw. And then what I did is you can go grab what's called this tool here. You can go the bars pattern. And so you grab it from here to here. It'll snap on. It'll mimic whatever you got. You can then copy this with Control C. You can then snap to your other channel, hit Control V. You'll paste it. And then I can actually paste this fractal onto the new setting, the new asset that I'm looking at. This is quant now. So I'm pasting Morpheus Labs into quant. Now, I'm not guaranteeing this is going to happen, but they look so similar that there has to be something going on here. This is fractal magic. I do this all the time on my live stream, and I can teach you this type of information, and it's also very, very interesting, and it's mind-blowing. Doesn't this make you a little excited? Isn't that pretty cool to see the matching of these patterns? So if you like fractal magic, if you like stuff like this, I go live every single day, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I also do tutoring, one-on-ones if you need it, and I have an amazing trading group with a beautiful Discord built for you. If you like all that, hit the links below. Check me out. Follow me on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, wherever you find me. And I'll see you on the next educational video. Peace. That's awesome. That was a great, that was done well. Thank you. Thank you, team. Let's get that, let's get it played, the player going there. Over there. So anyway, fractal magic for quant. I like what I'm seeing for quant. And I believe we got to all the super chats, right? No, now we got NAKA and Ocean and review AMP, Kyber Network, and Steppen. We got through Steppen already. Bang, bang, bang. We're going to copy this link. I like what's happening with quant here, and I would watch quant very, very closely. All right. I feel right where I'm at, you know. And what this gives me an idea is to trade quant for Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin starts to struggle and you see quant looking beautiful. So let's take a look at quant BTC, and we're going to trade that quant BTC pair. Ah, insight. You could probably trade it on BOLSADEX if you don't have access to Binance. All right. So Quant BTC looks like it may begin to beat up on Bitcoin. Look at, like, it's got a higher low there. This is on my radar. Throw a little Bitcoin and mine some Bitcoin off the Quant, just like I did with that Waves. You know what I'm saying? Make some Bitcoin with the other coin. Forget about the coin, mine that coin, baby. And I don't mean really mine it, I mean use this coin to get more Bitcoin by trading BTC pairs. If you have no idea what I just said, you gotta learn. There's so much to learn in cryptocurrency. There's TA. There's then understanding how the money flows from Bitcoin into large caps, into mid caps, into small caps, right? There's alt season. When does it begin? What does that mean? Bitcoin dominance. And then there's BTC pairs. And I probably didn't even cover it all. And then there's futures trading and margin and all the other stuff and stop losses and what platforms to use. We got it all covered for you. If you're a beginner, my trading group will get you up to speed with the proper places to trade, the proper tools to keep you trading right. We use 3 commas in conjunction with KuCoin, in conjunction with TradingView. All together forms a beautiful connective mode. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm looking at Quant BTC too on my radar. Okay, high risk, high reward trade here because you have no real stop loss there and you're at the very, very low. Okay, it's a very high risk trade, but high reward if you're willing to make the sacrifice. I don't even like that word. If you're willing to make that idea, you know. Yeah, we use that word too much, like regularly, and like people are like, oh, I have to like. It's like a word we really like, you know. Okay, let's take a look at NAKA and Ocean. NAKA looks a lot like the coin we just looked at. Like it's at the bottom of its barrel, right? I've been DCAing into NAKA, right? It's now at the bottom of its barrel. Like I DCA'd at 30 cents, 37, 38, 39, right? Now they're all in the dumps. So look at that in the DCA. And that's why I only DCA little by little, like, you know. And honestly, like, it's breaching this trend. And it's going lower. It's at the lowest it's ever been on this daily chart. Like, it's like, how much more can you go? Who's left to sell it? And look, it looks like the Morpheus, it's kind of crazy. Do we still have it? No. I think I can go grab it again, though. It's kind of creepy, but look. Say it ain't so, but it's kind of, and we can expand it now. But we're seeing this kind of same degenerative pattern. Look at it. There it is again. Pretty interesting, right? It's this like flat top jagged head, which is like a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. It's these rounded bottom heads of the inverted, and then these like wedges that break back up. It's crazy. Like we may be onto something here. Like if we catch these, then we're gonna be able to start catching more and more bottoms. I mean, this one's like spot on. Like it's pretty crazy. Look at that. That's insanity. It's insanity. Like this is like Fractal Magic Part 2. You know, we used to do this all the time in the live. It was like Fractal Magic when we start ripping and it's like bull market season and it's gonna get insane. It's going to get insane. I'm telling you right now. But yeah, NAKA. Interesting. DCA, it's very low on that daily. Like it doesn't, like, come on now, beat to the ground. Like how much lower can it go? Like, and honestly, as a beginner, it can always go lower. I just want you to know that it can always go lower than you think. Let's take a look at Ocean. 12:18, everyone. I got to get out of here. This is on a long stream. 378 likes, 233 viewers. Yep, almost car wash time. Maybe probably way above that. Not every dip is meant for buying, but it's a better time to get in now that it's lower. Stop fixing your charts. All the trades you call wrong. Short Bitcoin, stop calling Bitcoin. What? Stop fixing your charts. All your trades you call go wrong. Short Bitcoin and stop calling Bitcoin to the moon. What a weirdo. Peace out. You're done. Thank you. Okay. Not every dip's meant for buying. I bought a bunch of NAKA last night, counting on that long support holding. Interesting. Can't really call that a cup and handle anymore. Probably not. Super Chat, Ocean, AMP, Kyber Network. We'll take a look at those. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, I'm really good at just cutting off negativity now. I don't even think about it. Pointless. Can you help check render? Anytime, man. Thanks, Zero. I just finished washing the car. Deuces. You guys are funny. Yeah, read the testimonials, man, if you want to hear what people think. Appreciate it. Or record a video for the testimonial if you want to win. We're giving away $1,000 in XRP, a 27-inch monitor, and 3 months in the trading group if you send in a testimonial. I want to make sure it's real, though, so don't just send, you know, you got to be someone that's why, like, this, my team approached me with this, and I actually felt, I hired a team to help me with stuff. Sometimes they propose things to me that I'm almost like confused by, right? Because, like, I'm a guy that's like, just send in your testimonials when you feel them. This is like, send a testimonial, enter the competition, but, like, I don't want people making up stuff, you know, which people don't. I want to make it really clear, but you get what I'm saying? I was just trying to reward people that have real testimonials. That's really the idea, is to reward, like, all the lifers that really did change their lives. Tell us how it happened, and now you're entered to win. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's so many people that, like, every day say it happened. So, like, Rodney, if you haven't entered that and put in a video, you probably have, but I just want to, you know, if you haven't, I don't know what's going on. Like, Love Learning, Grace, all the moderators, like, if you haven't hit that link and sent a video in, like, you're doing a disservice to me and my channel, you know? What, babe?
I said we're gonna go on to the field.
Who's we? Who's the kids? Who's everyone? Look, concurrent viewers now 222. See, it switched, but it was at 222. Funny. Come on, Rune. More viewers means more trolls. The BitBoy effect. Yeah, he's Hexican, LOL. Yeah, no. Render Amp and Kyber Network. Thank you for the 304 lovely likes. Are we going to make it to 400 likes? I thought we had 350 likes. You slipping. We got 386 likes. All right. I can't believe the huge process of personal growth that I'm going through thanks to you. Your amazing crew and this amazing channel. Thank you. It's all I can say. Hey, see that, Pierre? Can you please, does he have access to the testimonials? We got to get Peters in here. If he has, I would like, because see how you just wrote that? I'm going to paste it in the testimonials, but I would highly like if you wrote it in there and not me. You know what I'm saying? DERO Hexican, that explains a lot. Crypto Lifer is the best crypto trader teacher I found on the internet in my 2.5 years in crypto. He knows what he's talking about. Video testimonial coming before Sunday from me. Man, you've been procrastinating, man. That's crazy. I got to be hard on you, bro. I really do. You told me to be hard on you, so I got to be definitely procrastinating. Like, that's game. You're playing games with me at this point. Playing games with me. Like, you know, all the text message you send, you could have made a video, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I always tell my friends how it is. They look at me and I'm like, I'm just telling you how it is. Like, you want me to tell you how it isn't? I could tell you how it isn't. You know? It's up to you. You let me know. Like, I like to be a truthful guy, though. You know, I'm sorry if the truth hurts. Hey. I love you, Roddy. I love you, man. I would probably never tell him that to his face because, you know, he probably like, you know. But look at this cup and handle. I can say that all the way from the East Coast, from the Northeast. But giant double bottom possibly forming for Ocean. But like every coin in the globe, these coins are all beat to the ground. They're all like where they began. Back in September of 2020. Like, that's crazy. Like, in August, like, that's insane to me that, like, these coins would just, like, all the way be back to the ground. 52 cents. Would go all the way to $1.88. Ocean. I actually own bags of this. I like the project. Think it could do numbers. 3-day wants to kind of round out. You got a shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. The daily is overbought, though. You're going to have to get some miraculous movement in the daily. Like, something crazy has to happen. Like, just, like... Or, like, the 4 hours going to have to be so explosive that it just blows the daily out the water. But, like, I have to say, from what I've seen in multiple charts, like, I just don't see a lot of amazingness in the market. Have to be honest. Like, I don't see a lot of amazingness in this market at all, you know? A lot of coins look the same, you know? We really need, like, an established move from Bitcoin. We need an initial bear market dump so we can open up big-time shorts and make big money, short the rest of the market, have some fun. Or we need Bitcoin to go sideways and have the alt still be fun to trade, or we need Bitcoin to kind of get out of its zone. Like, we're in the doldrums for too long. You see what I'm saying? Just kind of waiting it out. Waiting it out. Opal on the radar there. Let's take a look at Render. My man asked about Render real quick. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Render on KuCoin. just like sad when every time you look at a coin, it's like at a bottom. Like it's like every single coin, bottom. You know, it's like it just gets annoying. It really does. Look, render down to 88, almost to the 88% retracement. Like it would pump all the way up November 24th, and then it's just been the alts have been in a terrible downtrend ever since November. If you look at it, like it just you know, and they're trying to stall out. They're attempting to bottom. 2 weeks ago, they attempted to bottom, and a bunch of coins popped, and it was like, this is different. Like trading was different, and you can see how much easier it was to make gains. How much way more trades started playing out. We had gains left and right. It was insanity. Now it's gotten tighter. The opportunities are not as aware, but we will find them when they arrive. That's the thing. The thing is to take it when you get it. All right, and that's why people got to take profits, because it's not always going to be there. You got to learn to take it when you can, and then go from there. Right. So all eyes on the 4-hour on almost every single channel. You know, I agree. Market looks abysmal. Haven't come across a lot of appealing setups. Had to run away for a minute. Did you share what you were going with the Bitcoin for 350 likes? No, not yet. That's coming at the end, and then we're out of here for the day. It's going to tell us whether we're in a bear market or not, and we're going to find out right now, everybody. All right, so get ready, because I've looked at it once last night, but I'm going to look at it again in depth. We're all going to find out together right now if we're going to enter a multi-year bear market. All right, we're going to find out how. And we have an indicator that's never been wrong, and it's highly likely going to tell us the next move, you know. Can't even lie, I got 218 bear market vibes. David Kendall, man. Yeah, I mean, this would have to come back 356%, but it would have to hold the bottom, right? I almost forgot. So look, we're going to go to BTC, USD here, and we're going to go to the liquid all-time history index here, okay? We're going to flip over to the monthly chart. We're going to go into logarithmic, okay? We're going to get rid of this indicator right off the bat. Okay. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to logarithmic growth curve oscillator, growth curves. Okay. But we're going to go here. We're going to go to dark. All right. Dark's going to give us a couple more lines. All right. Check this out. Now, this is Bitcoin in its entirety on the monthly chart. All right. I want to show you something in depth here that I showed my whole trading group got this last night in our weekly screen share that gets recorded, and I actually have to post it to the group. Now, I want you to see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. I want you to look at this second line from the bottom and see how important it is. It's a very important line. All right. I almost feel like we should zoom in for this, right? We should make this like in depth. But so see this line here? Once we go below it, multi-year bear market. Multi-year bear market. All right. Right there, 517 days. All right. Right here. 851 days. Okay. A monthly candle closes below this line. That's it. All right. Right there. We came up for a false top, got below it again multiple times. And now look. This multi candle right here is approaching below this line. Now, we don't enter a multi-year bear market until we go below it and we get a candle to close below it. All right? It's extremely important. This candle does not close 34, 35, 32. We see anything in this vicinity. Multi-year bear market, everybody. All right? And we're going to be here DCAing and having a blast until we rip on out of here. All right? Could be 400 days, could be 300 days, could be 200 days. Okay? On-chain data suggests that Bitcoin's getting bought up more than ever and that this is a tight pennant that's going to break out to the upside and take us somewhere to the $290,000, $300,000 region. See, that's the issue here, is the TA right now and the on-chain data are not, they're not agreeing with each other at all. And we're, you know, if more people hold Bitcoin than ever, right? More institutions getting into Bitcoin than ever. More wallets with 1,000 Bitcoins in them than ever, right? More hodlers haven't moved Bitcoin in the longest time ever. Like, you know, the largest amount of Bitcoin not being moved in history. Like, we got a lot of stuff. But I'm telling you right now, we go below this gray line and the monthly candle closes. I even take a look at the 2 week. I'll take a look at the weekly. We go below this dawn. And look, we're already kind of like this monthly candle already kind of, this weekly candle is already kind of dabbling below it right there. Look, the weekly candle closes below it. We're done. Right there. You know? So I just want to show you that we're going to know when we enter a multi-year bear market, when the weekly candles start closing below this line. That's going to be a big deal, everybody. All right? That's going to be a big deal. So we're watching this very, very closely. Okay? Very, very closely. We enter that. And again, you can't say everything is guaranteed, but I mean, you can see it. You can see it. And we had a double top. We tried to run up. Bitcoin made an all-time high. It did its thing. You know, and honestly, that just could be, yeah, it could be a multi-year bear market for another big run up to the upside. What I like about this is it tells us that it's going to slowly bottom. And Michael Pa with the $200 super chat out of nowhere. Michael Pa. Unbelievable. Let's take off the zoom now so you can see more of what I'm saying. Michael Pa, you're the man, dude. Thank you so much for the $200.
That's the nicest thing you ever done. I can't believe it. He just gave a $200 super chat. How could he? Where does he get all this money for a $2 super chat?
I don't know.
It's like, can you believe it? How does he do it like this? I mean, like, he just throwing money at you.
I don't know how he does it. Why don't you ask him?
Michael, can I go live with you? I want to live in a big, elaborate house in a big mansion with all my other lion friends.
Michael Paul must be a billionaire in disguise, man. We never know. Oh, I like that. I have a button that pauses the music. Ooh, I'm going to start using that on the keyboard. It just knows that there's music playing in the pause button. LOL, love this. Thank you, fam, for the 398 lovely likes. We are going to make it to 400. 2 more likes from the Invisible Watchers. Matt Slane, St. Michael. Michael Pa, must be a billionaire in disguise. Pa the legend. Much respect, legend. Much respect, Michael. Comes in with a $200 super chat. And I stayed late till 2. I never stay till 2:30. Like, he always comes out when I'm, like, hanging out. Like, when I go overboard and beyond, you know? But so, and again, even this was resistance. See this line, resistance. We got above it. Resistance. Couldn't stay above it. We got jacked. We got hit. That's also how a bear market begins, is that resistance of the white line. See? Like, you get resistance by that white line and you start to drop. Right there, and we're done. Right there, and we're done. So anything is possible. And I'll keep you guys updated. 39,400 Bitcoin dropping, as we suggested. But this is something to see, man. If the weekly candle closes below this gray line, we are entering a multi-year bear market. And I have to be on that case with everybody else. And it is what it is. All right, so we're close. Didn't happen yet, though. Didn't happen yet. And we'll keep you updated. The monthly candle will close in not too long from now. You know we're going to be on that night for the monthly candle. And we'll go from there. Michael Pa, you're the man. Thank you for the 200 super chats. $259 in super chats. You people are amazing. 403 likes. I'm out of here for the day. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I'll keep my team updated. I'm going to go over Bitcoin right now, actually, and do a Bitcoin update for my trading group. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel,
then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Crypto is life. Crypto is life. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.